Dave is maybe the most shaken of you, but he's the one who's not injured. Okay.
Oh, thanks for that, dude. No sound. Yeah, I completely forgot to transition the sound as well. It's my bad. Thanks for that.
Some of you are badly hurt, it seems, bleeding all over the floor.
Dragons.
What happened? Dragons.
Well,
again.
We ran into a mishap while teleporting and got into a scuffle with a dragon and came back here to get away from it.
Ran into a shit mage is what we ran into.
Yeah.
Dave
Spells goes wrong sometimes.
They're totally mental. The bishop nods his head slowly. He says, "So this was not intended." Okay. What would you like to do?
We'll stay the evening in town here, and then we'll head off again in the morning. I need to see a couple of carpenters.
Might head back to the to my house, maybe.
No, come to the palace, man. You know, big party.
Oh, Hero's Palace. Your friend Boomer. He's got well, it's maybe better than it used to be, but it wasn't the direction we were hoping for. Can I do anything to help?
Do you elaborate on not the direction we
would be good.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Sorry, Reed?
If you have any healing, we are quite battered.
Thanks for following, mate. Appreciate that.
It was the biggest dragon you ever did see, Bishop.
Yes, absolutely.
That's awesome.
Who's worst hurt?
We're having a little bit of a down session.
Well, probably Darren, but I could
tonight.
Spell too.
I think
right.
Just got us handed to us by an ancient
no
green dragon.
I mean,
so we're kind of repairing. You know what I mean?
So
mental preparations.
It's fine. We will rest tonight. It's fine if.
Well, no. I'll do my best.
We can have a short rest.
Cup of tea and a cure wounds. Be spot on.
This is excellent suggestion. Yes, Sebastian, go and start some water boiling if you would, please. And Sebastian nods and he backs off. Okay. Cure wounds. Oh, I see. All right, and I've just got to move him to.
It's a bit early for those healing potions.
Actually, we should. I will slip into the conversation that it would be good if the bishop could get some people to start making some, and we could leave some money behind. So if we're about to pass some time, we might as well.
We will probably buy all they can make.
He says, "Well, that's really yes, I see. That's really myself who would have to be doing that, and I don't have so much time, but certainly I can do some."
Surely there's some underprivileged. There's some underprivileged children you can get to like fetch you the ingredients and stuff like this. You know what I mean? Get a little bit of a.
I didn't realize you were such an expert.
No, but maybe get a little bit of a shop going. You know,
we're expecting retaliation from a dragon lord, so healing potions may be important.
A dragon lord, and Dave says, "Right, that's it. No, I've had enough. I don't want to do this."
You work for the Duke, Dave.
Come on, Dave. Yep. What do you think you were going to get when you signed up as captain? Yeah.
Yeah. The life of a captain in Tails. You didn't want to be a shepherd anymore.
That's right. You're in the big leagues now, buddy. Dragon chasing. That's what it's about. Day in, day out for us.
No, I've seen the dragon, and I didn't like what I saw.
That was an unusually large one. They're smaller up near the keep. So
So hang on. Olan, is it Varen and Olan? He's doing another cure wounds.
Yes, please. I definitely need one. Yeah. Yes. Usually they're smaller. They're more numerous, but smaller.
Yeah. There's some bones of one by our keep. Do you want to come have a look?
Yeah, if you like the goblin ear, you wait till what you can make out of this thing.
You can make a cloak out of one of its ears.
Yeah. Or a very large hut.
Dragon ear tent.
Well, I didn't plan any trips soon, but perhaps later. Very well. Very well. Eventually, Sebastian comes out with drinks and things, and the bishops, after you've recovered a bit, what we're going to do is a short rest. Does anyone want to use hit dice?
Yeah.
Might as well.
Yes.
Arcane recovery.
Every time we go to Heroes Palace, somebody starts a fight.
Yeah.
I wish there was a faster way to do this. But yeah, after some drinks and so on, I use arcane recovery for Olan. Okay.
Yep.
Should I just do it in Black Cat? Should I just it's faster?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
What, the hit dice? Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
We're all gonna get up to around about.
That's the fast way to do it.
Yeah.
Olan. Oh, geez, it's not that fast. I still have to click. Maybe there should be an automatic way to just
max hit points via hit dice.
You should just go.
Just
keep going until it hits max.
Yeah, that would be cool. It wouldn't be hard. That would be cool.
That's good. I guess when Reed says help the DM do some prep, last minute trips to Heroes Palace probably isn't quite what he had prepped for.
But we can just go have a beer and it can take 2 minutes.
He's already mapped out Heroes Palace. We've been up and down that place. You know what I mean? He knows.
Just nobody make any antagonistic comments to NPCs or anything that will start a fight or do anything.
I think Olan's a little worried about his virtue in Heroes Palace. What might happen there? You know what I mean?
And what stories might get back somewhere else? Is that what we're talking about?
I can't come, basically, because you will tell the priestess. So it means
I won't. I won't. The zone of truth might, not go and miss occasionally. No, it should be fine with you going to the Heroes Palace, right? I'm sure.
It's not just a brothel, right? It's still
a
tavern.
You're only looking.
What does Boomer turn this place into?
Yeah.
It's not just a brothel. You can do anything there. There's gambling and all sorts. Drug taking.
Actually, we need to figure out what the bishop meant by the direction it's heading. You said it's better than it was.
Well, you can ask him. You can still ask him.
Yeah. We'll definitely ask him. What does he mean?
Oh, but that
says, it's a absolute den of vice. He says,
absolute. So it's covering all bases. Is that what you mean?
Well, I fear it may be. And that's really where you want to go.
Well, yeah. Have you had a problem with some of your acolytes?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more to see
Boomer. Boomer, he's taking it in an unfortunate direction, and Sebastian shakes his head. He says, "Sinful."
Have you had a problem with some of your acolytes popping on down there of occasion?
No, of course not.
Okay, no, of course not. Yeah, if we see any while we're down there, though, we'll reprimand them for you. But
what exactly are you planning to do there?
Say hello to our friend Boomer. Catch up with the news. One of the goals we had for him when we left was to keep an eye on things, especially the portal.
Meeting.
It's certainly not a reputable establishment, but he's able to mine the underworld for information.
And if anybody's looking for us,
keeping it as such.
If anybody's looking for us, they're certainly not going to be looking there. Well, they might look for a couple of us there, like Olan, but the rest of us.
I wonder how many potential House of Swords of Christ members have popped down there on from time to time.
Only those with friends who run the place. I'm not pretending I'm anything I'm not.
Yep.
And you're going there for dinner then?
Friends of Whores, maybe that's something you could join.
Is that a
Yeah, it wouldn't be
loyalty
that. It wouldn't be the Swords of Christ.
She's-
It'd be something else.
Olan, please. You're in the Cathedral of Divine Light.
scheme?
Sorry, just poking some gentle fun at Bannock's here.
Nothing gentle about it.
Is,
There's another laugh at.
Well, Sebastian, you've got things under control here. Shall we go and accompany them for a meal?
Awkward.
And Sebastian says, "Oh, not me, Bishop. I feel I should keep an eye on things here." And he backs off a bit.
Well, if the bishop's coming, then I can probably come.
God, you see that a bishop chaperone. Besides,
so lame.
yeah, we're taking a priest to a brothel. That's awkward as. Not that we're going for any other purpose than a meeting.
Not just
of course.
a priest
This is-
and a bishop.
This is absolutely not.
Right.
No, for a meal.
Okay. Do you want to follow us, or should we follow you?
I have heard the food is rather good. He says, well, the thing is, Sebastian, if you did come with me, then it would be clearer to actually, maybe this isn't a good idea after all.
Well,
Now that I think about it. Then he says, come on, Bishop. Come on, Bishop. We're just going for a meal.
who said that?
Dave.
You
can tell that, like, the bishop clearly he wants to. He's maybe having second thoughts about, like, reputationally.
Well, I'll go if the bishop does.
Very well, very well. Let's do it then. And he gets his official robes together, and you all head on. By the time you get there, it's pretty late. It's like well after dark, and this time of year, it's getting dark quite late. So we're talking maybe 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night, something like that. You cleaned up a bit, but you've still got some pretty nasty injuries.
I'll lean in real quiet to Varen.
Oh no, well, no, maybe not anymore.
I'll lean in real quiet to Varen, just give him a whisper and suggest that maybe Varen just runs ahead and lets Boomer know that we're bringing down a member of the cloth, and that he should pack away the more profane of the items lying around the place.
I was thinking we should let the bishop know that we might be having an annual general meeting of shareholders.
We don't need to discuss the ownership. Oh, we can actually. Yeah, no, we can. Yeah, I suppose it's appropriate. Well, it depends on what we find there, right? Like if it's really bad when we walk in, and then we have to fess up to owning it.
Do we have any silent partners that want to just dissolve themselves of their shareholdings before they're shamed in front of the clergy?
Are you trying to get a good deal off of Olan's?
Read. Do you want to sign this?
Okay.
I've already declared my interest in it.
Dave, out of ear, Dave nudges Bannock and says, "Are we really going to a brothel then?"
Yeah,
well, it's a tavern.
But, yeah,
where other things may or may not happen.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. I didn't think the bishop would be doing this.
You didn't? Weird. Okay.
I don't know.
So Varen's not going to head down and let Boomer know that the bishop is coming down.
Varen, are you heading off ahead or no?
Yeah, I will do that. Yep.
Okay.
Yep, I'll go and make sure that there's a good selection available when we arrive.
Yeah, move the butt plugs off the bar.
As soon as Varen is gone, as soon as Varen is gone, Dave is just slagging off Varen, as he often does. And you make your way from the Cathedral of Divine Light westwards across the town, a short distance, and it isn't long before the familiar facade of Heroes Palace comes into view. It's been there have been emergency repairs, but clearly there's still a bit of damage. Right, and we arrive at Heroes Palace.
Is Boomer there this far?
Why is there a weird underground map?
Because I wasn't expecting you to come to Heroes Palace.
Is that, so you just threw a weird
No, we're
underground map on the
approaching
thing?
Yeah, we're approaching.
No,
from the sewers.
that's
The underground one.
that is.
But
the
I mean,
underground.
unless the Heroes Palace thing was just like a suggestion to pass the time, we don't have to role play it for an hour if there's no events happening. It was just like, hey, we're going to go and eat a meal at Heroes
But
Palace.
late now.
and go to
But late
sleep.
now. Okay, so you arrive at Heroes Palace, and Varen and Boomer are waiting for you outside. And Boomer looks pleased to see you, and he's quite enthusiastic. And he comes and slaps you on the back. He says, "Come in." He says, "Bishop, hi, Dave." And he says, "Right, I'll clear the best table." And
Does he say?
and he rushes inside.
Does he say your usual room, Olan? Perhaps. I should have.
No,
I
he
should
doesn't say
have.
that.
I should have organized
doesn't
that
say
ahead of time. That would have been perfect.
No, he doesn't say that. No. So inside, it's pretty packed. It's bustling up. There are a lot of people, a lot of drinks, meals and stuff. There are people still eating meals, but it is pretty late. He's got a large table cleared, and it isn't long before the wines are flowing, and a very luxurious meal is brought out. Okay, you do all get a chance to like the bishop. The bishop is enthusiastically downing a lot of wine. Now you do all get a chance to talk to anyone you want to privately. If there's anything you want to say to Boomer or whatever.
Well, I'd be keen to find out what's been happening around here from Boomer directly. What's going on in the town? Anything going on with the portal? Anything like that?
Any more
This is
demons
it.
flying
No,
around?
there's nothing. No, I mean it's still disabled. Obviously, I'd like it, really like it blocked off. Also, I'd like to buy out anybody who wants to be bought out as soon as possible. I haven't got loads of cash together just yet, but like ultimately, I'd like to buy them all out.
He's not saying this in front of the bishop, is he?
No, not necessarily. The bishop's busy talking to other people.
The bishop knows we own it.
Oh, okay. I thought
I've
you might have been.
discussed
Might have
it
been on the
with him
down
before.
low.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he knows.
Because we've told the Duke and stuff that
Who was
about
it?
and
Who was
how
it
we're
that
all still owners, and we're going to use it as like our little intelligence network.
Gus is Gus
Boom is
is the
not
only one that
forthcoming.
sold. Gus sold for like something.
Yeah,
a lot.
I'm not sure our
Profits.
DM would appreciate Gus owning shares in a whorehouse. Like, it just doesn't seem right. Side note, when we came in, did we...
There's no sign of anything really dodgy going on downstairs from what you see. Varen's quite disappointed and on the other hand,
Expected more.
let's get this part
for the more experienced in this kind of thing, there are all vices are certainly, like there's everything going on here for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just not like blatantly in your face. Varen knows.
When we walked in, by the way, specifically when the bishop walked in, did it look like anybody recognized him? Serving ladies, serving men.
Probably.
Yeah,
Probably.
any sort of.
He's well known in the town. People certainly recognize him.
Right.
The downstairs is mainly just a big restaurant and bar.
Okay, so somebody wants to sell up. Now's the opportunity. Yeah.
I could be interested in buying out as well.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh,
I'm
okay, well,
happy to let my share
yeah,
go.
What
how
does
much?
it
How
cost?
much of it? Yeah, how much are you offering? What was it worth originally? Or was it 100 GP each for each share or something? Did we think?
Doug,
150 or
do you
something.
remember?
Yeah.
No, more like much more than 100 gold pieces.
Yeah, I thought it was
Ah,
like 5 or something.
cool, okay. No, but what each?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking, what was
Okay.
our each individual share worth?
What's Boomer offering for a payout?
Yeah,
Obviously appreciated.
let's have a look. My money.
Oh yeah. Okay, so you're bringing out your accounts.
I've got.
Okay. So who's interested in selling up?
It depends. What
Olan
was
is.
the starting
Yeah, I
with,
could be.
and what's the bid?
I
can
don't.
buy me out.
Read
I don't
mine.
have that much money on my private person,
Looks
unfortunately.
like you're not,
How about 200
putting in
gold
much
pieces
of an offer.
Olan?
Well, let's see. What do we?
Boomer says, look, Varen, I can offer you 2,000 in silver, no
Oh
problem.
no,
for
I'm
your
not.
share.
I'm trying to buy Olan out. For me.
Okay. All right. So so how much would you like to offer me then, Baron?
I said
We've got
200.
200. We've got 200 gold pieces from
Both of us.
Boomer here.
Varen,
Yeah.
can you please roll me a d20 here?
Or 4.
To
The
see if
bidding
you know
war.
if you're getting swindled.
No.
I'm going to give him a low portent. Oh, too late.
I'll offer 250.
Boomer. Any advance on 250?
Well, yeah, sure.
I thought these shares
280.
were worth about. Weren't they worth about 500 each?
Yeah,
What were
that's
they?
what I was wondering. What did we think they were worth originally? Our characters didn't know.
I'm going to scroll back up. See
Like
if I can
maybe
find out.
500 at least. Like,
Okay, so then an offer of 200 is a slap in the face.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah, it isn't a slap on the face. Okay, I'll go 400 gold pieces.
This is
But that's that's still a slap in the face.
that's still a mild slap in the face.
I'm going to slap you in the
Varen,
face slightly less harder
I
than
need a
that.
d20, please. I need a d20, please.
Like a goldfish instead of a trout.
I'm making Dougal give you more money.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Varen, I need a
He's rolling.
Okay, yeah,
12.
got you.
Righty. I'm going to try and see if I can work out. If I remember
why
what the
was
hell
that?
this was.
Why did you roll twice?
You asked me to.
Well, he
roll
rolled
again.
earlier, and then you asked him to roll again. Yeah.
Oh, I see. No, I just had
You
he
get a
hadn't rolled the
6 and a
first time.
12.
We were getting paid for doing something, and instead of getting the money directly, we get shares in the Heroes Palace, I think it was.
The Bib says, no, well, like, how about Olan? Let's stop messing about. How about 7,000 silver pieces?
Do you have the money now, Boomer, or is this a payment later?
7,000.
And,
Hold on.
I can pay you.
Diamond
I've got
hands,
the
man.
money. I've got the
Diamond
money.
hands.
Okay, well, I want to see. I want to see
the
it
hands.
audited though, because the thing is, I don't believe, Boomer, that you have 7,000
Yeah,
silver pieces that aren't shareholder money.
Yes, he's just buying us out with the profits that he owes us a good, decent chunk of.
Because if you do have 7,000 silver pieces downstairs, then I suspect that we all have 7,000 silver pieces too.
Yeah, that's about
As
to
I
be
say,
divided up
let's
anyway.
go and talk. Maybe we should go and talk more privately later on this evening.
Yes, let's talk about how well this place is doing.
Yeah, it sounds like it's doing pretty good. I want to see a profit and loss statement.
Yeah. And then we'll work out what these shares are worth.
The books. Yeah.
Okay. Very well. Very well. He says, yes, I certainly need some. I certainly need some cash from you guys to pay for all my own money that I've put in on renovations.
Well,
And
where are the
start up
profits
business.
of this place going?
Well, we can have
Bit
a
of
look
timber
at.
can't. Okay.
No, it's a lot more than timber. Okay. The bishop. The bishop. He eventually stands up. Dave is just finding all this very amusing. The bishop eventually stands up and says, "Well, gentlemen, it was a most pleasant meal. I must be off to my bed." And Boomer says, "Are you sure, Bishop? You sure, Bishop?
Here
Drinks
he
from the
goes.
house for yourself."
Dave will see that you
Um,
that you get home, won't you, Dave? Being a good captain and all.
Absolutely.
Dave says, "Well, I was going to stay with you guys."
Well, you can come back, but we'll be heading home shortly too, obviously.
All right. So we'll come back and find you here.
Yep.
Okay. So Dave and the bishop leave. Boomer says, shall we go downstairs then?"
Sure. What's downstairs?
Okay.
What happens now?
Just basement.
Well, you wanted to see what I've been spending money on.
What happens next? Yeah, cool. Let's go.
Right. So he takes you downstairs and he shows you some accounts. And when I say accounts, they're basically just lists of things he spent money on and profits and so on. Doesn't look that good.
So where did he get 7,000 silver pieces from in order to make an offer to Olan?
Well, from my share of adventuring.
We didn't
And he
have
says,
700
and from
GP
other,
each from
and
that,
from,
at that
he says,
stage.
Varen,
Baron,
this
7,500.
isn't the only thing I'm doing. This isn't the only thing I'm doing in Tarathian. I've been busy.
Doing what? What are you up to?
Okay.
Okay,
So
so
I'm gonna have a good look at the ledgers then, Dougal. What are we talking about? How much
Alright.
money has this place made since we've been gone?
okay, by now 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, and okay, Varen, I need an investigation check from you.
Yeah, I get Olan to help.
He's embezzling.
I'm gonna get an assisted investigation check.
All right, so Olan's
Oh
helping.
no!
Okay. All right, then
Oh,
roll me another one. Roll me another d20.
He just
Awesome,
pukes on the ledger.
Got no luck points left.
God, my rolling's terrible.
10. Yeah, okay. Okay, well, I mean,
But I've got pluses of investigation. Hold on.
no, you are very good at this, and you're a bit of a dodgy character yourself.
Mhm.
I've got plus 10.
You're reading a
clear
shopping
to
list,
you-
thinking it's a ledger.
He's
Yeah.
faked them.
It's clear to you that Boomer could just tell you whatever he wants, and an experienced operator like Boomer is going to be able to is going to be able to make even the most profitable business come out with a loss on paper. Certainly, it does look like he has spent a lot of money getting things set up, and he's done a pretty fine job.
Mhm.
This place will be making a profit for sure. Whether or not it's really made enough profit to cover his costs already, that seems unlikely.
7,500, Baron.
Nah.
I'm going to
I'm
real quick, Varen. I'm just going to lean into Boomer and say real quietly, listen, don't take this the wrong way, and then I'm going to cast out Zone of Truth real quick, right where we are, just with him in the middle of it, and then we're going to have a real good, open, honest conversation. And I'm hoping that he accepts the Zone of Truth.
Douglas like you prick. Do we all
Right.
get to ask questions?
Okay, who else is going to fall under the zone of truth?
Oh,
I
well.
will. Reads.
You're an open book.
So you're all happy to just fail it. Okay.
I don't think Olan and Varen answered that question, but sure.
That's true.
I've got nothing to hide.
Me either.
Darren's just got
Okay.
PTSD from the last few times.
Yeah, I know,
Boomer,
right?
So I'm not sure. Are they going to round on me again somehow?
Bannox, you sense that Boomer has not been affected by this.
I see. So he's chosen to lie to us.
He could
He
have.
says, I'm not lying. I'm not lying. Look,
You had the choice.
Do you want to
not-
run this place yourself? It's hard work.
You had the choice not to be affected by the Zone of Truth. You had nothing to hide.
it's
You had
hard
nothing to
work.
worry about.
Either I buy you out or you buy me out. Which one is it going to be? And right now,
You
I
can buy
need-
me out, Boomer.
I need thousands of silver to cover my own costs.
Well, this was a
Well,
choice
this
you made
place
to
is-
if you want to
run
buy
this.
us out for 750 GP each, that's fine.
Well, I don't have that kind of money right now. I can maybe buy one person out.
Okay, I'm happy to be bought out.
Hold on, how much is it going to cost to get an operational brothel at Greystone? Because Baron might find that more convenient
This and that.
than buying out shares here. I might retain my shareholding, and
I'm going to.
and I might double down and diversify my investment
Right.
into Greystone.
So how about this? How about I buy you all out, but I have to owe you the money.
No,
I can
think-
pay one of you now, and I'll have to owe you the money.
That'd be me. Okay.
Well,
Is happy with that.
Olan's happy to sell now. So
Well, I tell you what, that's fine.
30,000 silver pieces.
No, Olan can sell.
30,000.
For everyone.
What?
I think he
for
was
all
saying.
of you.
Oh,
3,000 gold pieces. Is that what he's offering?
So he
Well,
said seven.
that's
No,
that's for 4 shares. Yeah, that's 750 a share.
yeah, okay. No, I tell you what, I'll make you a deal. No problem. You can buy Olan out now for 750, but if you have to owe us and pay us later, it's going to be 1,000 gold
Well, I think the
for the
price
remainder of
just
the
went up.
shares.
Olan 750 gold pieces just went. What is it? 750 times 3. I
He
see.
says, no, Varen, how about you run this place? How about you buy me out?
How much do you
We're
want?
not going to be here. We can just get someone to run it for us.
Yeah, you can.
So
Isn't this
750
what
gold
Boomer
pieces.
wanted?
Yeah, this is his
Yeah,
call,
I don't
man.
get-
This is,
Yeah,
yeah, but the
I
thing
get
is, this isn't going to work if you guys kind of think you're going to come in here and you're expecting me to basically make this place work for free. I don't think that's going to work.
You're salaried as well, right?
No.
We agreed to salary him
Yeah.
to run it.
And Boomer, you have been making it work for free. You've been
Yeah.
cooking the books, and we're not complaining about that.
Listen, you giant whinging,
yeah,
leather-wearing
yeah.
bag of ass. We came in here to
Yeah.
have a meal. You offered to
Yeah.
buy us out. Now you're quibbling about the price. Now, I'll
And
tell
you
you
can't be
what.
on-
Now you
upfront
don't
and
have the
honest.
money to pay for it, and it's our fault.
Yeah, for free. You would like us
Yeah.
to sell you our shares for free. What fucking fantasy land are you living in? I tell you what.
I'll let
No,
him
I
sell,
never
take
said
his
free.
share, and we'll talk.
I think you should give him the back of the hand, Benix.
I don't think he'll
It's
be
like
there with us.
3,000 gold pieces. I can't pay you all right now, but I can come up with that kind of money.
Hey, hold on. I'll
Eventually.
sell you a share at some stage, but if it's going to take you 6 months to come up with the money, it's not going to be 750 anymore, is it? So buy Olan share, and then the rest of us
Okay.
can talk when
Yeah.
you've got
I'll-
money together.
I'll shake Boomer's hand. Yep, it's a
Hold
deal.
on.
I'm happy to sell him for that price.
Oh,
Okay.
750.
And I give you my word. If you
That's a lot of poker.
if you hand over 1,000 gold to me at any point, I will sell you my share. Oh,
You
shot.
two, Reed? You two, Varen?
Well, it depends how soon you get the money together as well. See, I'm actually quite enjoy owning a share of Heroes Palace.
Baron, the
Oh,
same
yeah.
applies to you. If you can get 1,000 gold together and hand it to me, I'll sell you my share.
What's enjoyable
Maybe-
about it? You
Maybe
never come
once you
here.
get a place up and running in Greystone Keep, you guys could do a deal, half owner of each.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll-
Anyway, he
Network
does
diversify.
buy out.
We
he
could
does
we
buy
could
out,
franchise.
Boomer.
Get a little caravan of horse running up and down.
He does buy out Olan.
Right.
Olan.
Mhm.
Olan
Yep.
is no longer part shareholder in a brothel.
Okay,
I'm
which is
sure you're
probably
feeling quite good about that, Olan.
good for my
You're probably sweating it. You were sweating it, eh?
potential. Yep.
Yeah, that was one investment he didn't want to talk
See,
about too much.
I would have
Yep.
thought that after we closed the door to hell, the value of the shares would have gone up.
Well, they did. That's why we're getting $1,000 for us.
There's a 500, yeah. to begin with.
Yeah. And old paper hands over here is getting 750.
I'm diamond hands.
Yeah.
Holding.
Okay.
Maybe holding some coal when it gets burned to the ground or something.
Yeah,
Olan?
possibly. I'll take
Just
it out
hope
of
we
him.
close the portal correctly. The price might go tumbling
Olan?
down after that.
It might do, but I'll take it out
He
of
takes you to
Boomer's
his
eyes.
he takes you to his office.
Yep.
He takes you to his office, and he's got a chest, and in the chest there's not much left after he's takes ages to count out 750 silver pieces, By the time
750
Gold.
Nice
Seven
try.
thousand. Sorry,
Yeah.
7,500.
They're painted gold. Like
7,500 silver pieces. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
So obviously he's quite serious about this place. It's a lot of money he's handing over here.
which means he's very keen to do a good job.
Do you know what he's doing? He is now bloody standing over everyone in the alleys, and he's basically extracting money just like P did.
Yeah,
what he's
extortion's
doing.
extortion. Like, it needs to happen sometimes. Someone's
Someone's
got to
gotta
run
do
it. May as well be our friend that we own shares in the company of. You know what I'm saying?
Who's powerful enough to be able to deal with anyone on his own.
Yeah, so actually that's a really good point. So Olan was running the place up north with his fiery sword and had a friend down here looking out for things in Hero's Palace. Not a whole lot has actually changed, really, when you think about it. Oh,
That's true.
yeah. Which makes you... What's the name of that guy that we had to cross the bridge on? The evil wizard? What's his name? Samuel something or other?
Simon.
Simon de Beaumont?
Yeah, it makes you Simon de Beaumont.
No, because unlike him, I now no longer own share of a brothel. I just cashed out.
Pardon?
It's all gone to the garbage.
Now I'm going to go and work out how to create some magical steps
yeah.
with my money.
Just spell your name.
Is there any way or anyone that I know that works here that's maybe in Boomer's inner circle that can basically tell us what's going on? Like,
No one you know well enough to trust.
can I
As if
pay
anyone would
someone?
backstab.
Yeah, you barely trust us, man. Who are you gonna find here to like suddenly? Side note,
Alright, so by now,
your steps, by the
Mr.
way,
8
Olan,
charisma.
it's gonna be the worst puzzle ever. It's gonna be 4 letters.
I got information about Dave and Dave's performance, so I can find some out about Bannock.
Oh, yeah. Look, listen, I think we know that Lord
so
Bannock's
you're going
is
to stay over
backsliding
at
a little.
Hero's Palace, is that right?
Yeah,
No,
I'm gonna go to my usual bedroom.
I'm gonna head back to our house.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, it's one thing to go down and have a dinner at that establishment. It's another thing to spend the night there. You know what I mean? I don't want to be doing the walk of shame the next morning.
Well, it's bad enough we've just been downstairs for an hour.
Yeah, and you come
I
out
think
with
upstairs is
750
worth it.
gold pieces in your pouch.
absolute whore.
What are you gonna do with
Yeah,
that?
yeah. No, he Olan needs help to carry all this. He's got basically, he's got like sacks full of silver weighing him down. All right.
It's like
Oh,
the
so
mastermind
surely I
that
would've
actually
taken it
runs
in
the
some
brothel.
gold.
He's gonna.
How do we get these hookers to come up to our castle?
Okay, not the biggest worry right now.
If you build it, they will come.
Yeah, exactly.
Like do we need to transport them via teleport, or do you think they can make it up by caravan?
Varen.
When you've built a place.
Teleport.
Varen,
want me
are
to
you heading back to the
teleport a
house,
bunch of
or are you
whores?
staying a bit longer? Are you staying for another couple of drinks?
So cheap.
You know what's really funny is like Olan's trying to like rid himself of this place, but what he's doing is going in with the bishop, having some dinner. Once the bishop leaves, goes downstairs and collects his earnings from this place, takes out a whole bunch of money, and then he's going to be caught teleporting Howes from the south to the north to fill up the hooker bag in Greystone.
Oh, priestess. Yeah, these are Varen's acquaintances of Varen.
Yeah.
They're coming to stay up here. They're going to have to share your lodgings with you.
This story just writes itself. I don't even know if I
So
need
how
to
many
help.
shares does he have now? He's got 3 shares, and basically
He's got half the shares.
Yeah, he's a half share. He's got 50%. So yeah, that's not. He's pretty powerful in this equation.
Yep. Well, you've got the opportunity to have the other half, I think.
I think he got a good deal out of Luke.
Well, it's a lot of money, right? It's a lot of money, and he bought out Gus as well.
I made a 50% return on investment. That's I'm good with that.
It's he bought out Gus at the base rate, 500.
I'm going for a 300% growth on investment.
In order not to be the loser in this deal, I think I might have to create some major illusions of the portal reopening downstairs.
I see. I don't.
Just to sink the value of this place.
I don't know if that's safe for you. I don't know. I feel like taking my investments.
Yeah, I might ask Dave if he wants to stay down here.
This is no. I'm really tired. Thanks for the offer, Varen. I'll be heading back with Bannox, and he moves around so that Bannox is in between you and him.
Yeah. Also, not really into dudes.
Did you just proposition Dave?
That's what it sounded like.
I just wanted to keep Dave here.
He thought you wanted to share a whore. He was really weirded out.
Well, we're going to cross swords eventually.
Look at their face.
He does come up with a good line every now and then, eh?
Yeah, this session just went a direction.
How are we actually going to get back to the keep? Are we going to teleport? It's unlikely to go south again, isn't it?
As Reed says that, I'll just take one slow look over at Olan.
We're going to have to teleport again.
Yeah.
Okay,
I did warn you guys before
Varen,
we left.
are you staying back a bit longer?
Well, I don't think there's anything to see here. I might head off.
Right, everyone's pretty tired.
I'm pretty satisfied that we're getting ripped off.
I'm not.
You're getting.
I'm going to go
Pat
away.
myself up.
That's why that's why the cost increases for time, because it pays for the money that he's siphoning out in that time.
Correct. I mean, I'm sure 250 on top was probably nowhere near what he made off of the amount of money that you put in there.
No, it's a lot of money.
It is.
There's-
That's what I'm saying. He's so
if
keen
he's
to buy out
selling
our shares.
drugs and whores, he'll be
If this thing's going down the tubes, there's no way he's just flicking out money to buy shares in it.
Yeah.
How do I get in on this extortion business?
Yeah, it's a good. That's a good point, Varen. When we get situated up in Greystone, we'll have to talk about the moves that you need to make to keep the beggars in line.
I mean, if he's running an extortion business out of
Needs to be an upright man.
our bar, which I think
You've got no evidence for thinking that.
Out of your bar.
You've got no evidence for thinking he's doing anything to do with extortion.
Yeah.
He should pay.
Because Boomer's character has changed remarkably from the guy who used to be in our party, though. He used to be very trustworthy to his friends. And
I don't know if he ever trusted Varen, that's for sure. But yeah, he was definitely more neutral. I think you know what. To be honest, though, Reed's got a good point. If you're going to be the upright man,
He is the thief.
up in Greystone, Varen, you're gonna have to start thinking about shit like this on your own. You know what I mean? You can't just go asking around, how do I set up an underground thieves network? It's not something the upright man would say. You know what I mean?
How do I get in on the extortion business?
Yeah.
That's not how you do it.
Just survey a few people who were recently extorted and see what their thoughts are.
I have got this interesting scroll for you. It's called Extortion for Dummies. You could read this.
Yeah. I'm thinking about just beating up Boomer for the evening, but maybe not.
Beating up Boomer.
I'm just a little bit worried about what might happen after that.
Yeah, I'm fairly sure assassination would be on the cards.
So you head back to the house. Get back to the house, and you awaken in the morning. I'll apply long rest.
We'd be about 4 levels ahead of Boomer now, wouldn't we?
So I'm going to swap spells.
Minor hangover.
Yeah.
All right, Olan.
So that I can cast Demiplane. And I'm going to shift the I'm going to cast Demiplane and shift the contents of the laboratory.
Well, that's how you get the whores back. Shove them all in the Demiplane.
Yeah.
Yep.
You
Okay.
have to Google how many whores fit in the Demiplane. Someone from Wizards of the Coast is just like, no, I'm not answering this question. I dare you to at Twitter like that god
Jeremy guy.
Jeremy Crawford. hey, how many? Just out of
roughly how many hookers could you? How many
Could
hookers
get
could
the
you
Demiplane.
wait?
The campaign took a turn. He'll probably just be like, 12. It's understandable.
I mean, we don't condone human trafficking in fucking Wizards of the Coast.
And one halfling.
Olan, what spell did you want to change?
I'm going to... I don't think I currently have Demiplane, is that right? Let me just check.
I'm not.
Yeah, so I will swap out...
Sorry.
What's that?
Yeah. Okay. Well, before we do this, but let's just do this now.
Yep.
Yep. Which spell?
Let's swap out. Get rid of Cone of Cold.
Sure. Okay. Overnight.
Yep.
Some of you may have received
Glitch.
a message from sending. In which case it'll be in your email.
Okay.
Okay, so Olan, we're changing Cone of Cold to demiplane. Sure. Has this got a material component, demiplane?
Let me have a look.
Oh, 8th level spell. Jeez.
No, it's just somatic.
Okay,
Nothing
cool.
else to it.
Okay, so the morning arrives, and we are in Zarathia. It's now the Saturday.
Okay. I will. I might. I'm just looking to see. Okay.
Okay.
People,
I've sent a
everything's
reply.
gone really quiet. Is that because people are replying to it?
Yeah, I sent a reply.
Yep. So I guess we'll just reply to these emails.
I didn't expect that of the priestess, though. That's weird. You texted the wrong person.
Okay.
I don't do things like that. If I ever make a mistake, I'll just say straight up.
Yep.
This is just to put all in at easier.
Right, so if it was from the priestess, she meant to send it to me.
AC's niece and nephew turned up yesterday. They opened some iron brew, but I think they shook it up, and so I'm drinking flat iron brew here. It's not that great.
You remember
But I paid for it, so I'm going to drink it.
You remember that guy from what's the name of that 1990s vampire movie? With Kiefer Sutherland in it. Do you remember that movie?
Nope.
It's when the guy's got a shelf on his fridge called Old Fart, and it's got his double thick Oreo cookies and his root beer that no one's supposed to touch. You should arrange that for your iron brew, just full of iron brew. Don't touch Old Fart. You go through one entire bottle per session, by the way?
No, ideally not. Potentially, it's going to be a shortage here. Did you hear about that? There's a potential shortage of carbon dioxide in Britain coming up because the price of natural gas has got really high. So they these fertilizer factories. I'm just waiting for you guys to type emails. So these fertilizer factories closed, which that's where all the carbon dioxide comes from as a byproduct of making fertilizer. So that it's used for so many things. It's used for like stunning animals for slaughter. It's obviously used to make drinks. It's used for a lot of food packaging. So basically, the government had to bribe them to keep them open.
Bribe them, or just float their costs, right?
The people will revolt if iron brew comes off the shelves.
Yeah.
Well, I stocked up. I've got like about 50 bottles.
This is why I couldn't
Seriously.
panic buying.
Yeah, I guess you did. Yeah.
And the other thing is petrol. There's
in Scotland it's
queues for
Ironbrew, not
petrol.
toilet paper. Oh yeah,
Okay.
I was reading about that.
Replied to messages.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
That's hilarious. But by the way, when you first started telling that story, I was like, how the fuck are we going to hear about iron brew shortage in Scotland? I mean, New Zealand, like, but CO2 shortage is a little different.
So I got a message from Hasonoi saying that unknown Mariganti near Three Waters killed their shepherd with magic. Killed one of their shepherds with magic. They're too weak to pursue, asking for help.
I got a message from Eliska saying a messenger arrived from Silver Falls. 2 men from Great Oak spotted moving south, which messenger thought remarkable.
Messenger thought remarkable, as in they never travel that south, I guess.
Yeah, so okay.
2 men from Great Oak. That will be these 2 dodgy bastards.
Yeah, we need to deal with Great Oak.
Flaccid and
without queuing
what's
up
the other one?
Lich. And I also got one apparently from the Archbishop, but I'm very suspicious, saying that the portal is urgent. Now's the ideal time. Ignore the north. Trust nobody.
Ignore
say
the
that
north.
again.
He said, it says the messages read Archbishop here. Portal is urgent. Believe now is ideal time. Ignore north. Trust nobody.
You guys got interesting messages. I got one from Korek saying, hi, thanks for the visit. I can make more potions if you want. And I told her, yeah, just make bigger ones. Yeah.
We tell her to do this last time?
Yep. We sure did. Okay.
All right.
I also got a message from Exxon Mendes.
Different type of message.
It said, I may tell you where the red lays after you have closed the portals and a long-term arrangement. Congratulations on the white. Exxon Mendes.
Okay.
So the red layer
the
is
red dragon live.
Yeah, dragon. Yeah.
He didn't call me Little Maggot this time.
You must be moving up in the world.
What's the white? Congratulations on the white.
That's the white we killed.
We killed the white.
Oh, white.
I told him we killed the white.
I thought it was like a belt of some type. I keep graduated something.
Got a white belt.
Yeah.
So
Got a white belt.
is that all in Discord?
Sorry?
Did you guys post all that in Discord?
No, email.
No.
Maybe get it up on the story though. That would be good. Chuck them in the
yep. I
document.
will do.
I'll
all right.
post mine in there as well. Not that mine's relevant at all.
Okay, and so the morning comes. It's now Saturday. It's the month of first freeze has arrived. However, it's not freezing in Tarathian. It's actually a fairly mild day.
Sorry, was that the first day of spring or something, or the first thaw, or is it coming into winter?
It's coming into winter. The first freeze.
Well, we better get that. We better get that keep knocked up.
It's not actually that cold today, but this is the start of winter for sure. All right, so what are you doing?
So while Olan packs up his laboratory, I'm going to go and see some carpenters and put it in order for a bunch of just a bit of the finer stuff, and maybe some doors and stuff.
All right. Do you want to spend some money or?
Yeah.
If they've got anything to hand,
GP equipping.
We can chuck it in the Debbie plane now.
You've got carpenters in Tarathian, so you don't necessarily need to. Is there anything special?
Yeah, I want to get a few fine desks, a few nice kind of cupboards.
Sorry, you've also got carpenters in Greystone.
Yeah, but that we want to get them working on actual building. So I was figuring we'll buy a whole bunch of furniture and just come pick it up in a month. Happy to spend like 50 GP or something, get a whole bunch. Some chests, some doors.
Okay, and you've got tons of party funds, so you probably pay for that.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'll just basically spend the morning ordering stuff for what will be needed to fit out from our plan. Maybe some pews. I'll get a few pews. They should be made of a nice wood. 8.
Well, there's plenty of wood and there's more wood in Greystone.
Yeah, we need that kind of thing. We need something nice for the pews.
And also for the concession booth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Right.
wouldn't.
Must take a while to do that lattice effect with the wood, and so you can't see through it properly.
I wouldn't mind getting like a. Was there a desk? Like a big desk. There is a big desk there. Okay,
yeah.
cool.
So I'll get,
There's
and also
a lot of the
our
furniture, a lot
our
of the
central
existing
table.
furniture in Greystone has been fire damaged.
Okay. Yeah, weirdly.
I mean,
And
it might still sort of be functional, but probably needs replaced at some
And I'll
point.
order like a dozen chairs and a big central table for our conference hall when we get the second thing.
Yep.
Because those kind of things, it would take the Greystone carpenters probably months and months.
Yeah, we want
Whereas
some
I bet
quality.
A team of carpenters and Tarathing could knock it out.
All right. So
Some
100
artisan
gold
work
pieces?
as well.
Does that
Artisan
sound
work.
about right?
Yeah.
Is that
Buy a lot of stuff
so?
to fit it
So
out.
what
All
are we
right,
getting?
I'm taking 100 gold
Yeah.
pieces off party funds for this.
Wait, can
kind
we
of
can we
stuff.
make what are we getting? I just want to make sure we've got some other
Doors,
stuff covered.
beds, desks, shelving, some chests.
Okay,
General,
Although there
general
are a few
stuff.
chests. Basically,
Phew.
the stuff to fill out our plan.
cool.
Right.
A few animal rugs, a little bit of art for the walls. Can we get some of that?
Right.
As well?
Varen, you'll be helping Olan pack up the lab, right?
Yep.
The shared laboratory.
Yeah, I want the poison kitchen.
Do you want? Should we take any of the statues?
I don't even know what that is.
There's a couple of
Yeah.
interesting statues, aren't there? Maybe there's some of the less pornographic ones.
The statues are already in Heroes Palace.
Oh yeah,
No.
fucking.
Wasn't the woman ones in Heroes Palace, and we were going to take some men's ones back to Olan? he had a whole bunch of nude men statues in his house.
Yeah, we were gonna
Put 'em
sneak them
in
into
his room
your
next time the
apartments.
priestess, visits.
They're all in Heroes Palace. They're all in Heroes Palace.
If they're erotic,
Um,
it's probably
Which
I mean,
means
those must be worth a lot. Those statues, they're probably worth 750 gold pieces each.
no, okay. So
750 gold pieces. That's like
maybe
our
that's an
statues-
incredible amount of money, right? That's a huge amount of money.
I know. I'm just trying to rub some salt in the wound, make it look like he got a bad deal.
That's like 7 kilograms of solid gold.
Yep. Told you about this much.
that's bank.
That's a lot of money. That'll be a pretty special statue. All right.
It depends on
So
what it's made of.
yeah, it does. If it's made of gold, then fair enough.
Right.
All right. Okay.
Back
And
to the
then
7 kilogram gold statue.
roundabout.
Be like-
It's roundabout midday. Reed returns. The laboratory is packed up. And what do you want to do?
We need to put a ward back on the house when we leave.
What are we gonna use this house for? Like, are we just gonna keep it partially?
I'm
finished?
wondering if
We do need a place to crash from
Yep.
here. So
We do.
makes sense to have some property.
Does the
Boomer
person?
uses it.
Does he?
Boomer uses and abuses it.
It's very central. In
It's
fact,
a
we
pu-
should charge
it's a
him
pu-
rent, seeing as he's being a dick.
I think we should let's change the lock.
I'm wondering about going back to Heroes Palace and demi-planing and taking the statues.
No, those are our statues for Heroes Palace. It's very important they stay there. They're part of the motif. You know what I'm saying?
The shareholders don't want them gone. You no longer have a share, so why would
You
you be trying to take the?
You don't get to
statues?
sell your share and then go rip the whole place off of its valuables. That's not how shit works.
I'll take them after you guys have cashed out then.
yeah,
Just
100%.
go and chip
Oh.
off the naughty bits and make them worthless.
I'm just
Well-
going to burn the place to the ground when we're sold.
Like the day after. Oh, what a weird accident. That's some timing.
That's unfortunate, Boomer.
It'll learn you. Oh, can I swap sending for protection from poison? Sorry, I meant to say that earlier.
I also want to
Okay.
point out this party's gone dark as well.
Okay. Does anybody want to? You want to use send? You don't want to keep sending.
Actually, maybe
Just
I do.
don't.
Sorry, let me change. It's got to be something else in here.
So we've got balusters and dragon's heads in the making, eh?
Let me
Yeah.
change flame strike. Oh
Yeah,
no,
send-
guardian of faith. Let me change guardian of faith.
That's that
Guardian
big
of
dude that
Faith
just stands
and
there, right?
Protection from poison. Or
Yeah.
protection. Yeah, protection from
You
poison.
can't change Guardian of Faith.
Oh,
but
sorry. That's flame strike then. Flame strike.
Flame Strike.
Sending's one of
So
those weird spells that feels a lot worse not having it.
Same
but
with
you're never
Flame
very,
Strike.
you know,
Sorry, Flame Strike
Oh,
is also.
yeah.
So take it we've got a decent amount of party treasure somewhere.
Yeah,
Harm.
there's a fair bit.
Harm. I can definitely change harm. Sorry, I don't. I should know, but I'm just looking at my character sheet.
Yeah, no, when you've got this many spells, it's hard to.
Yeah.
Okay, protection
Yep.
from poison.
Yeah.
Well, what are you thinking, Olan? Do we need a safe? Do you think we should get a safe?
I'm just, I'm just looking about. Yeah, we might need something like that. Why don't we buy a
Well,
couple of chests?
And let's
Yeah.
get a decent lock. Well, yeah, I did order a couple of chests. Actually, if you look at the plan, have you got it in roll 20? Can we switch to it? But if you
Yeah.
look on the second floor of the keep, you'll see that there's actually a little alcove that's perfect for our little treasure room because it was just at the end of a corridor.
Nice.
So we'll get a decent lock for that door and make sure we make it out of some super.
Well, we should just stone
We
shape
should
it
probably
closed.
stone shape it. Yeah.
Make it look like
when
a.
we leave, just close it off.
Yeah, or close it. Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, so which floor is that? The second
wow, that's
floor
good
or
quality.
the ground floor?
Yeah. Second floor, up by your room.
Such good quality, it's still hasn't loaded
yeah.
for me yet.
Yeah, it's still loading for me.
Oh, that is
loaded for me.
absolutely perfect. Yeah, that little place where they can stack them.
I think I'll
chests
put a
up in there.
reduced
So
size
in
one
fact,
up.
there's even one of the chests is cracked open, showing all the gold in there.
Yeah, heaps of gold. Pretty much gold.
Right,
Um,
all right. All right. So you're now ready to teleport the lab back to Rathian.
Okay.
Sorry, to
Yep.
Greystone. All right. So I think
we'll also
we need
leave
a
some gold with the bishop
D20.
for,
D
for
percentage.
regents if he needs some.
Oh shit!
What are you
Actually,
talking about?
For what? Sorry.
That's your private money.
I'll just double check. I can just use sending if the bishop wants us to leave some money behind for starting on some healing potions.
Yeah, I'll put an order in for him.
No, he doesn't need money up front.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
He doesn't need money up front, but sure, he can make healing. The thing is, the bishop can only make normal healing potions. Making
Not even greater.
making more powerful potions is going to take a high level.
But we've gotten high level ones out of the church before, so they must be able to put some orders in or something. We've got gold.
Yeah, he might be able to
happy to pay.
he might be able to do the next level up. That's fair enough, maybe.
okay.
He's
Right.
a lot lower level than you.
Yeah.
The percentage. Here we go.
Right, let's see another fail.
Yeah, do it. That's good.
35.
That's good.
35, and that's all you need, eh?
Yep.
So,
All
am I
right.
gonna Reed? Can I ask you a question? Just where your barracks and church is located, am I gonna have to worry about you converting all my men at arms into some type of Knights Templar force, and that they're gonna probably overthrow at some point? I mean, you don't have to answer now. I think the look on your face kind of gives it away just a little bit.
Well,
Just get a Jesus whisper in their ear
yeah, just
during the night.
just think about how you'd answer
we're
this
back.
question. Join us or die.
Probably
Is anyone
join.
having problems
join.
with the
So that's what I
size of the
figured. So
map?
we'll be fine.
Is anyone
What
else
was that?
having problems with the size of the map, or is it just my Chrome?
It's working for me.
It's
Okay,
beautiful. Huh?
Yeah, nice.
It's a lovely map.
Yeah.
All right,
Well done, Aaron.
and at Greystone, it's a
That's
bit
awesome.
cooler. It's still well above freezing, and like for winter, it's still fairly mild. But yep, you arrive back in Greystone. Nice.
Not obvious where the hookers are going, though. Gotta figure that out.
Well, no, they're going upstairs and above the bar there.
Above the bar. Where's
The
the bar?
stable, I think was the
No, level 2 and 3 of the bar. That middle space, the kitchen.
What? Of the main keep?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
There's not going to be a brothel in the main keep.
Yeah, there is.
No, there just is not. There is. You get a.
You
It's
can
got
have
to be.
one in the stables.
It's going to be.
It's not. No, it's not the main keep. It's next to the stables there where there's
You mean
that
the
well.
tavern? Yeah,
The
what-
tavern.
what-
It's a
what will
level 2
turn
and
into the
3.
tavern.
Oh,
but
yeah.
There isn't a level 2 and 3 on it yet.
Yeah.
Right. But there needs to be, right?
That's what I'm going to spend my money on.
Okay, yeah, cool. That's perfectly fine. I thought you were trying to get it into the administrative center of the place. Like that's just, you know what I mean? I might partake of the opportunities that your establishment offers, but it certainly won't be in the main keep. That's a little on the nose.
Bullshit. Mannix is a Bill Clinton situation for us all. He'll be diddling people in the fucking the command room there, whatever you call that place.
You don't bring the ladies into the White House. It's number one rule.
What's the Bevan Schwang? What was that bloody the something room? What was that room at the Brooklyn Council buildings? Sorry, Dougal, you won't know that one.
All right.
Look at it.
The keep. Everything's fine at the keep. Eliska seems to be somewhat annoyed that that your short trip ended up taking a couple of days.
Oh, overnight. No, it was on a couple of days.
Oh, you didn't sending her, did you? Oh,
things haven't fallen apart.
Oh yeah.
What is the plan now?
Well, we can take all of the stuff that Reed has brought back, and start to outfit the church a little bit.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
So
and the keep,
help out with it. Yeah. I am going to stick my head in the book pretty much, and I'm going to work out how to close the portal. Yeah. And
Reed, most
spend
of
a
the
bit of time with
stuff
the
which
priestess.
you've paid for hasn't been finished yet. It will still take.
No, exactly. So
but sure, you've got a few bits and pieces.
Yeah.
Okay, Olan, you're gonna busy yourself with that.
Because what I sent to the Archbishop wasn't actually a lie, even though I'm suspicious of that, whether that was the Archbishop. And if it was, I expected him to come back with something. But
would you say?
Did you
so
reply?
Because closing the portal is actually our focus, but we don't know how to get to the portal in hell. We need to work out whether we can step through it and protect ourselves so that we appear in the right place, or whether we can plane shift, but then how we track it down. How do you find the edge, the other side of a closed portal?
There hasn't been a further message so far.
You should pop any messages into the
document.
I mean, you can just chuck them in Discord if you want, and I'll copy them in.
Oh yeah.
There hasn't been a reply so far. Okay, so
that might have been his last spell, maybe.
You spend a day doing that, and you guys are busy with you're generally busy with. Everyone else is pretty busy with things. So what I'm going to do,
I'll send you a spell list as well for the next day. I want to swap some spells.
Are we wearing armor?
Okay,
Who's wearing armor around the keep?
Hell yes.
Alternating days.
Yep. Reed and I are alternating days. The plate rows. Can we kind of put the word out to all our soldiers and craftsmen and things like this that we're going to need more of all, and that there's pay on offer, and to if they get the opportunity to talk to family and friends. These people are paid
well, but then again, they are paid well, but then again,
it's dangerous. Yeah.
Then again, not everybody wants to live somewhere where 2 dragons show up.
Yeah, for sure. But like, if they could put the word out to family and friends, maybe around the place, anybody they meet, that Greystone is expanding at a huge rate, and we need your help.
The people in Greystone don't meet people who are not in Greystone.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a little dangerous to head south.
Yeah.
Sure.
How do we get the message out? We need more people up here.
Well, I mean, yeah. But then again, it was only
Tarathian City.
It might be time to issue that note to the leaders of the various towns, Olan.
We do need to have that. We do need to do that.
So what we're probably going to do now is we're going to spend I
want to make some poisons.
A bit of downtime. Sure. Okay.
I'm assuming, by the way, the locals do send mail to their family at some point as well.
Hi.
Well, we should start up a mail service for them. That'd be good for them.
Not a sending spell. Yeah, they can take letters and stuff.
When a wagon goes back and forth, supplies and stuff.
Are you telling me we're completely cut off from the world and nobody ever comes here and leaves?
Olan was running caravans left, right, and centre.
Yeah, surely there's
half of them were decoys that got butchered, but
yeah, okay. there was that thing. Yeah, that little problem.
Varen's going to be busy on poisons. Reed,
Yep.
You will soon be able to use your divine intervention again. Do you have plans for that?
Do you think I should ask Jesus to help me build a church? He might get pissy. Seems a bit mundane.
I think you should.
I'll just keep that up my sleeve for now.
You should ask him to help you help him.
Yeah.
Or something contrite like that.
Help me, help you.
You should ask him to help you be a good person.
I don't.
Right.
know if
Olan,
that spell can achieve that.
Olan, in the evening you do receive another message. I'm just going to type it out here.
Okay, cool.
You know what? If we are really that closed off and nobody ever comes here and nobody ever leaves, we should carve Roanoke into a tree around here somewhere, just in case we get wiped off the face of the planet. Just weird out the next people who come along.
Carve what? Sorry.
Was it Roanoke? Is that what that? Oh no, it was. Yeah, that was. It was the only of that village that kind of got wiped off the face of the planet. There was just that one word carved in Roanoke.
That first settlers village or something in the States.
Yeah, like everything was left
Weirdly,
behind and
I
everybody
only
just
know
immediately
what
left.
that is because I saw something pop up on Discovery Channel like a day ago. I was like, that's the most obscure reference. How do you expect anyone else to know that?
Okay.
Really? I thought it was quite popular.
Well, it might be, but I just only heard it yesterday or something.
I got another message from the Lich.
Okay.
Oh, your girlfriend.
Olan, I don't know where the portal is in hell. Reed needs to find out.
Reed needs to find out specifically.
See, I wonder if he was pretending to be the Archbishop. So he's the one that wants to push us to close the portal, close the portal, close the portal. What's he so worried about?
Right. Well,
Mephistopheles.
Yeah.
All right. So a couple of weeks pass. A couple of weeks pass, Varen.
Yeah.
Varen, you're busy outside the keep, searching out toxic plants and distilling poisons.
You prick yourself
Varen?
with one of them and die.
Once you're up and running, you can attempt to craft 1 vial of basic poison per day. It's not especially potent, so ignore the monetary value given in the player's handbook. It makes it like really expensive.
Does that mean
But
you can't
sell it.
Oh.
You can't sell it and make a profit off this.
Yeah.
So what I need from Varen,
Why not?
we need a DC 20 nature check, survival check, poisonous check, whichever one.
But don't you have expertise?
We've had a long rest.
You take expertise in it?
Yeah. I've got expertise.
But also, are you about to roll a 1 and kill yourself with the wrong plant?
That's all right. I can
Yeah.
protection from poison with Lux.
I think
and
this
other
one's
stuff.
No, you're not gonna kill yourself. You're just
Okay,
gonna fail
here's
to
my
craft.
roll.
Okay,
Here's
so
my
hang on,
roll.
skill check.
Oh, 27.
Shit.
Okay. So
Would've
this
been
is
hilarious.
a poisonous kit intelligence.
Plus 10.
Yeah,
Oh,
'cause you've got expertise
We
in it,
can
don't
do
you?
wisdom.
Yeah,
We can do
yeah.
wisdom.
I'm like the Lord High
All right.
Poisoner.
But has it
Right.
actually
So
I've
this
been
actually
like
got plus 12. Plus 12.
Just for future
DC
reference,
20.
Reed's going to make his acolytes taste everything he eats and drinks first. I don't
Yeah.
trust Aaron.
A
I'm gonna make-
17.
I'm going to make
sure.
Sam do the same.
17. Okay. Now you do get a plus 12.
Plus 12.
All right.
That's epic.
17. Actually, let's just do this manually. It's faster.
That is
Okay.
epic.
So you get a plus 12. So you need to roll. So can you roll 9 more times, please?
Do you want me to roll 90 d20s or?
Yeah,
me to roll?
just 90, 20.
Okay, I'm going to go to advanced dice roller. 9. Here they come. Boom. Come on. Oh.
All right. So I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 passes. So that comes to 6 passes in total. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add 6 vials of poison to your character sheet.
Excellent.
Nice.
That'll keep me going. Now I'm
And
gonna
this is what you've done in a couple of weeks.
Well
test it
done.
on test it on
It should be
Snook.
faster from now on.
Well worthwhile.
Test it on Snook.
Yeah, definitely. He's the practical joker.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this is funny, yay!
Eat this poison.
You're
I
frothing
think
at
we
the
might
mouth.
have to. We might have to ask your pal Jesus how to find these portals in hell,
But we already
Right.
did.
unless
Do you
the
get,
outspecies.
do you get
Varen?
any more information out of that couple of weeks in the book?
Yeah.
Varen? Yeah, we'll get to that. So Snook comes and helps from time to time. You can tell he's a bit bored. He's often complaining that Olan doesn't have time for him right now. And even worse, Olan can see everything he does, even when he's invisible. So he's obviously in great awe of Olan's powers. And he's also become quite good friends with Gerald the Bard, who's been teaching him some music. Bannox and Reed are both busy with their construction projects. The priestess Eliska contributes what she can to the construction of the church in the Inner Bailey. So
I'm gonna put a brick. I'm gonna put a brick into the church as well, just to like wash my sins.
No, we don't want a weak spot. We don't want a weak spot
I
in the church.
feel that may contaminate things more than anything else.
Yeah, exactly. By the
so-
way, Dukes, for that 2 weeks as well, I just want to try and, if I possibly can, just arrange some type of postal service between Greystone, Dunskara, at least to that direction. You know what I mean? See if we can get some people writing letters up and down, and actually reconnect with the world if we're super isolated here.
Or at least we can take them when we go. Let the men know that when we go down, we're
Right.
happy to take a bag
Yeah,
of
but
letters.
we are going to be popping
Okay,
around the
sure,
place. It'd be good if they
okay,
could,
there
if we
will
could
be-
arrange.
Absolutely, but then how are you going to deliver them once you're there?
No, I'd rather arrange some other people to take care of this for us, for sure.
All right.
But who's going to travel from Greystone past 4 orc tribes down to Dunskara?
We are.
And
We
then what do you do
can.
with letters once they're there? People aren't used to having letters. Letters
Well,
are
people
for
can't
like,
read. Yeah, that's right.
Letters
Okay.
letters are for like like the rulers of
Aristocracy.
society.
Okay. So with Olan wall of stoning and me stone shaping, are we doing a roaring trade with all our carpenters and stuff? I mean,
Yeah, I mean you
are
still
we
need
adding to the keep
stonemasons.
as well? Yeah.
Yep.
absolutely.
And stone
but,
shape.
but sure, things are getting built quickly. I mean, there's already, I think, like on the church and the barracks, there was already a fair bit of progress.
Been added a week.
After a couple of weeks, I think the church might be ready to consecrate, and you can change your word of recall to recall here.
Sweet.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Should
So-
we go and pick up the furniture and stuff? How's the second level of the keep coming? Do we just need a couple more weeks to finish that off? If we
That's
focus on
well,
that
and
next
yeah, maybe
Yeah.
another couple of weeks, and it might
Okay,
be ready.
we should probably get
Uh,
that done.
And then it'd be
then
nice to add
right.
another level on top as well.
yeah, we'll start that.
That should be
the
doable.
next
3
lot.
levels high. If you want to go higher than 3 levels, that's going to be difficult because it wasn't really designed
Yeah,
for that. in the first
that's
place.
fine.
What's the third level?
Three's
for?
plenty.
Oh,
Laboratory and
yeah.
Right, I want to go
You
lower.
definitely-
treasure
you
room.
yeah, we could.
I'm gonna go down further.
Well, you can definitely go down further. You can
Sketch
definitely
out-
go. You can definitely
Yeah.
build out the dungeons with stone shape.
Sketch out what you want the dungeon and the tavern to look like, Neil, and then I'll create it for you.
Yeah.
It's,
'Cause especially stone shape, we can excavate at a most ridiculous speed.
Is, it-
I can
is
do
there,
like
is there any way
about
we can,
300 cubic feet a day or something.
can we have a tunnel
It's
that
just
kind of
boop,
gets
boop.
us out, like hidden onto the
No, that's a
great
really good idea.
That's
That's
a
a
great idea.
that's a really good idea.
and have a
Yes.
portcullis that's like several portcullises to get out.
Can
It
we
will be hard to keep it secret, but sure.
Can we have the if it's only us doing the stone shaping down there?
Is there some kind of illusion that's purple,
maybe.
so it's hidden?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
phantasmal
We-
terrain. I think this.
We should look into that.
Can we make it come out the skull head of the
Actually,
dragon?
I-
as
we
well?
can-
That'd be
We can
cool.
we can plan for that in the downtime. There must be something
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
Right. I think this might be something. This might be something that is certainly not going to be. You're not going to get time to start on this session.
No,
But
Yep.
but
It's fine.
later on, absolutely.
I think we
Also-
want to finish the second level of the keep, pick up the furniture, and then we need to work out what we've learned about the portals, and then
So
Sure.
also, I might one of the days as well. I might
and
get
throw Baron through.
I'll get Snook to come out with me, and I'm gonna I'll animate the dragon and move it a bit closer.
Okay, sure.
And I'll just
You can do that.
Just warn everybody. I'll go around warning
wanna do
everybody
this
that a
at
great
nighttime,
skeletal dragon's
Hold
gonna.
on, when it's dark.
No, the middle of the day. It's way scarier at night.
I think it'd be funny if I do it during the middle of the day. I'll just check. I think the spell is very short duration. I think it's like a minute, so I might have to move it a little bit closer every day.
I'm going to be yelling out, "Don't panic!"
Okay,
Oh,
sure.
It was only 500 feet. That's probably got a flying speed, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, it does. It's I think a 30 foot. I think it's 30.
I don't know how it can fly though without
Okay,
the wings.
over a couple of weeks, it's going to be no problem to walk the dragon up to where you want it.
Yep.
Bit by bit.
Basically where it is on the map, right?
Speed is 30 feet. Yeah, because I checked the range is 120, so you want it about there, so you can cast it on them if you're on the keep.
Now,
That's a good idea.
I know all our guards are in Banix's livery, yeah?
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Cool.
Oh well. I mean, wait a minute.
These
Is that
vanity
right?
things are important.
Didn't you pay? Did you pay for that earlier on? You might have paid.
We did actually. Yeah, we honestly did
Right.
actually at one stage.
Fair
But
enough.
I don't know how many
Taylor
new
and
guards.
Doug.
I don't know how many new guards have shown up from that
Right.
last
Well,
group
the
that came
important
up.
ones
But
anyway. So, Olan. How's Olan getting on with the book? Well, I think the priestess's proximity is a distraction for everybody, but none more so than Olan. So he finds serious study almost impossible. Even in perfect conditions, deciphering this infernal book would remain an immensely difficult undertaking. The text is dense, convoluted. Much of the writing is smeared and faded. Important passages are entirely illegible. But over the past few weeks, Olan's learned a lot about hell, and in particular, this layer of hell, which is the 7th layer. Apparently, there are many layers, many layers. Each layer gets more terrible than the last and progressively harder to reach. So the 7th layer is relatively easily reachable. It's a surface layer. After a couple of days, Eliska, she pays you a visit, Olan, in your study, and she notices the book. And she says, "That's an ugly script of an ugly tongue. Can you read it too?"
With magic assistance. Can she read it?
Oh yeah, I had to study it for my exams. It's the language of hell. It's infernal. I hated it. But I had to learn it to better understand God's enemies. Maybe I can help you with it somehow.
Oh yes, please.
Maybe you could show me what you've learned.
Yep. I'll say I'll just make out I'm impressed with her abilities, and because I have to use magic to read it because it's not something I understand. So
Having said that, Olan, you are picking up bits and pieces. You know, over time, you're picking up the script, at least the letters and so on. So Olan, you are slowly learning. You're slowly learning a bit.
Okay.
Okay, so she ends up. Sorry.
He has a nighttime tutor that books them in the night.
Side note: according to Dante's 7th level of hell, that level is for violence against people, property, blasphemers, sodomites, and users. So, yeah.
Sounds like half the people of this party.
Well, no, actually, our party is particular to the 8th level of hell, which is the panderers, seducers, flatterers, sorcerers, and false prophets, liars, thieves. So we belong in the 8th level. This is the wrong door.
Wrong door.
Yeah.
I think you need to do a tour of most of them.
We can plunge lower as the campaign wears on.
All right. So, Olan, your introduction, you've pretty much the introduction to the first chapter you've pretty much exhausted. Other interesting chapters. Chapter 4, visiting hell. So there's a lot of interesting stuff in this one. So what you learn from chapter 4, just as it is easier to pull a heavy cart down a hill than to drag a cart up a hill, and to swim down a fast-flowing river than to struggle upstream, so is it easier to travel to some worlds than to others. While it's relatively easy to travel to the layers of hell from the world of men, it is immensely difficult and danger-prone to return. The world of men was made this way for good reason, otherwise nothing could stop the vicious hordes of the abyss and from hell pouring forth into it. Gravity provides us with a good analogy. It's no coincidence that men perceive hell to be somewhere below them, though it is not literally under their feet. We can understand the relative difficulty of travel influenced by an imaginary plane of gravity. The sages record several tales of heroes who made the journey to hell and disappeared without trace. Though immensely difficult, return travel is nevertheless possible. The arch-wizard Isel Tantar used the normal means of plane shift casting, though he reported it took him 3 attempts and left him shattered and close to death. The present author of this book heeded the arch-wizard's warning and has made 3 visits in total. Twice, he used plane shift for the easy downwards journey and the more powerful wish spell to return. Lastly, a bidirectional portal allows a much easier and safer travel as the author was lucky enough to experience. The sacrifice of innocence in the world of men creates a temporary vortex of anguish and terror, as their souls are sucked into hell to be collected there to manufacture soul coins. Meanwhile, the denizens of hell may pass freely into the world of men. The reader should imagine a rope on a pulley. As the heavy load of souls on one end of the rope plunges towards the abyss, the waiting fiends on the other end of the rope are elevated out of hell to wreak havoc in the world of innocence. And Olan, that's what you learn from chapter 4.
Is there any chance we could get a copy of that text, by the way?
At some point,
I could copy it out to.
at
should
some
definitely go in
point,
a journal because it was pretty sweet.
Yeah, it was good. It'd be nice.
But all I can
It's-
picture is that when it comes down to it, Olan was busy fucking distracted by the priestess, and it's going to come down to getting back out of hell, and he's going to go, oh, necro. Because he didn't study properly. Exactly,
at some point,
The N
at
word.
some point, I think although this is written down, it is something you're going to have to remember the gist of for the time being.
Yeah.
Are we recording this session? Someone
Yes,
better
we
go
are.
back and-
Yes, we are. I'm going to type that out. Hey, yeah, so no, that's
Does make
I
me
wouldn't do
worry
that.
we might need a wish spell to close the because
Okay.
clearly there's
Well,
a very
I'm-
difficult check to plane shift out.
I'd ask Neil what was said, but I'm pretty sure he stopped listening at the mention of coins down there. Not
sound
relating
like
to
some
the
kind
okay,
of
so
hell
the thing is-
cryptocurrency scam.
the thing is, this wizard whom you've never heard of, right? You assume this was
Seek him
a
out.
fair while ago.
Circle of the Nine.
He did use plane shift to get back, but it took him 3 attempts.
Yeah,
Okay.
Right?
yeah.
So
But if
Yeah,
we're going to
so,
go there, we're going to end up in a battle with something.
I
I've
can
only got
recharge
two, I've
spells.
only got 2 attempts at plane shift, but not a
Yeah.
7th level, can you? I wonder about Temple of
I've
the
only got
Gods.
two
but
attempts.
Temple of the Gods.
I can cast a spell called Temple of the Gods. It's a
Temple of the Dog.
Temple of the Dog.
Temple of the Dogs.
It's so
Oh,
good.
I cast the wrong
If you
one.
can cast that, I'll
Gonna
get you to
help.
do that every day. It's a great album.
Yeah.
It's Chris Cornell
But
in hell.
it's a 24-hour like
I'm just
super
right.
hut that like fiends and stuff can't enter. Or they take
If it works in
disadvantage.
hell.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
Well, the thing is, I can probably use a hut to rest there and then try again the next day because apparently my powers
Yeah, maybe.
can return,
I
but
don't.
not.
But I imagine
Xanax
your
and Reed.
average greater demon has 3 dispel magics.
Well, they said they were.
Strip
was-
your magic from you.
It wasn't sure that your powers would return. It was just unknown, right?
Yeah, so this is
Yeah.
chapter 19. Okay, in
Wrong makes
chapter
it very
19,
difficult.
Olan has learned that clerics and paladins are unable to recharge their powers in hell because it's beyond God's reach. They can, however, take the power of God with them. They're relying on magic bestowed by God to return from hell. They have to be very careful to ensure their powers are not so drained that they become stranded. Likewise, warlocks may or may not find that their powers cannot be recharged. Sorcerers and wizards, however, should be able to.
Rangers.
Maybe it depends on
In
how evil
principle,
you are.
yes.
Maybe you should do a couple of little evil things around the place.
See, did Aximandus, maybe he did some deal with some like greater demon and he's worried about, who was it, Mephistopheles coming through and like, because he
Yeah.
never paid him or something. he stabbed him in the back 3,000 years ago or something.
Yeah, well, when you're undead, you really don't have to worry about like paying your debts in hell.
Yeah.
Aximandus is not 3,000 years old. He should be celebrating his
300.
300th birthday anytime soon. Okay. There's
Kind of a
also
fresh
another
thing.
interesting bit, Olan.
Mhm.
From
Bird in a
chapter
box.
36, it's about politics. So each layer of hell apparently has a different ruler, though they're all ultimately answerable to the overall leader, the devil. So sometimes rulers of a layer are promoted or demoted. And Mephistopheles is the ruler of this particular layer of hell, the seventh layer.
Shit.
Although he's in overall command, many other powerful figures have their own agendas, and some may even be hoping to displace him. That's chapter 36. And towards the end of the book, there are chapters specific to particular layers. And the layers written about are only the first early layers. Presumably, the author of the book wasn't able to visit the deeper layers, but there is
We want to read
a
about
chapter.
level 7.
Sure, chapter 45, the seventh layer. All right. This
Chapter
is towards the
45.
end of the 2 weeks that you get this far. So so you've discovered this chapter 45. It's going to take some further work to get through it. And meanwhile, read. You could start using your channel divinity, your divine intervention again if you want. So you're going to have.
Just get
it's not
Jesus to
gonna
ready
work
in
for the
action.
first of this period. It's not going to work for the first of this period, but towards the later parts of the period, you can have 10 checks to try and use it if you want to try and use it.
What do we want to know though? Like, what do we?
We kind of want to know, I mean, how will we locate the portals in hell?
Yeah.
We can try and, it sounds like using plane shift to get down there is going to be relatively straightforward. Using plane shift to get back up is going to be harder.
Yeah.
Olan,
just
can
need-
you do plane shift? I don't
Yes.
actually know. Oh, you
I
can do
can.
it too.
Have you
Right.
It's an
taken it as a spell?
Aximandus' spell book.
Oh, that's handy.
Yep.
Yeah, because having both of us with it is
It just-
much better.
Yep.
Especially if we wait until a day, you've got a good portent roll. We could
Mm.
potentially go there for an exploratory session and just go into the portal room and plane shift and try and hit that space in the seventh layer, and then just bail straight away with your good portent. Well, within a minute or something, just as a
Plane shift
reconnaissance.
is not necessarily going to take you to where you want to go.
Yes.
No, that's
Well,
kind of the point.
Plane
So-
shift
It's going to
says
take
you
you to the
can.
plane you want to go to.
Well, the thing is, you can say the location in the plane. That is the description of the spell. But the thing is, unless we know how to describe the location, or unless we know what the location is, we can't.
Can we describe the other side of the summoning circle in the seventh circle of
Like,
hell?
would it look the same? I mean, you could
hey,
attempt to, right? You could
can
attempt to
you-
describe
oh.
this on the other side.
I forgot to mention this a while ago, but you can see through your familiar's eyes. Do you think there's anything about opening the portal again in them? I still wonder if going through it that way might be an idea. It tries to suck you in anyway. It's like
Yeah.
gravity. So
Is there a?
could you send your familiar through and have a look?
I
see if it
feel
dies?
like it'd be further away than 100 meters though, if you were
Or
trying to
can
look
we
through its eyes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But would you know if it's still alive? Can you
But
tell?
how would we how would we
what about your horse? That works
unlock
from
the
a
portal?
mile.
That sounds quite dangerous.
I could send
Yeah,
my horse through, yeah,
it
but
does, because we still don't know how to actually close the portal either, do we?
it's the
Uh,
same
Or
as
is
this
it just
side.
the same? Oh,
think it's
It's
the
the same
same.
process, yeah.
Yeah,
okay,
and
good.
this we can refresh that bit if we can, if you want to hear that bit again. That's a bit that you've already
That
I'm
would be
pretty
good to
sure.
Olan's
test
fairly
if I
familiar
on the
with.
permanent. Yeah,
Yep.
okay.
It's
Well,
dispel
we can-
evil,
But
dispel
did you
magic.
need to do it at both sides or something?
No, well, no, I think it only has to
Oh, it's
happen
just-
on the other side if we've already disabled it on this side.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, I think you could
Yeah.
do it. I think you could do it on the other side without disabling it on this side, regardless. But because if you do it on this side, it disables it. If you do it on the other side, it closes it permanently. But it doesn't. It doesn't. The only thing I'd be worried about is whether or not that pull, that draw. I don't know why the draw to the portal would occur on the other side, because the idea is temptation to go through, right? So if you're on the side, you probably don't have to worry about that as much.
On the
Yeah,
other side, I
backwards.
don't think you can move forward unless there's a sacrifice of life and it stops the direction. Then you
Right.
can go through.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we
that's
just
Okay.
need to line one of those up as a backup. Like if we're not home by 12, just sacrifice some children and open up the door.
and then we teleport in like 5 minutes later. Oh, sorry, we're a little bit late.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Kill those
Oh, who
10
are the
children
kids, by the
again.
way? Never mind.
Look at this Snook. Snook's off wandering, playing with this trying to learn some music. Okay, so if you want to like, if you already know this and like, we can just recap. Interrupt me
Yep.
if you don't care. Disabling a portal will require simultaneously casting of dispel magic and dispel evil by 2 different people. Even then, success is not easy or reliable. It may require many attempts. Disintegrate spell might work. This is speculation. Apparently, the author has never tried this. Casting will be the most successful from very close range, but doing so is very dangerous.
You have that in your spellbook, Ola? Disintegrate?
I do. Actually, I do.
Destroying a portal entirely can be achieved by direct divine action.
That would be worth it.
Couldn't we ask-
For example, a wish spell. Alternatively, it must be destroyed from both ends. Firstly, disabling from this side,
Oh, yeah. And then
and then from
Right,
the other
yeah.
side.
Yep.
Dispel
So-
magic and dispel evil together from that side should work. It shouldn't be too hard, since the portal has already been disabled, it's safe to get right up to it.
do we want to level
okay.
up to 16th level before we go through this thing? Because we're not that far away. And the feat, I've been wondering
Wow.
whether I should get sorcery points as well, because I could like summon a Pegasus for 2 hours and shit instead. Those sorcery points are quite awesome, eh?
My next level, I'm
Meta
about to
magic.
get major fine steed. I think it's called major. It's the upgraded version of fine steed. So I think I'll also be able to get a Pegasus.
Find bigger steed, is it? What is it?
So find more awesome steed than Reed. I think
Find-
that's cool.
find-
Yeah,
more
more
complaints
awesome
indeed.
free horse, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Took me this
Okay.
long and then you're just going to trumpet.
How do you know? How do you know that Axon Mandus isn't just trying to trick you into going to hell?
Oh, how could
Well,
you?
he also, actually, that's a good point. Jesus told us that his phylactery and down underneath his tower is in hell. So he
Correct.
must not,
Shadowfell.
yeah, in Shadowfell, which is that in
It's
the
not hell.
7th circle? Oh, it's a different. What
It's
is the
not hell.
Shadowfell? It's not one of
It's
these
a
layers.
completely
or is it
different world.
It's a completely different world. Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Okay, so, okay, yep.
Other people were also asking us about to close it as well, like the bishop and the archbishop talked about
Back in
wanting
a
us
sec.
to.
I suspect the Archbishop's message was from Axon Mandus.
Hmm.
Because then he messaged you saying like something about me. Reed needs to find out.
Yeah,
It's
he
like
did.
what if? I think yeah.
Wait, recap that.
How many
angles
XP are
we
you
looking?
away?
So I'm 3,500.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
about
okay.
4.
One decent battle at this level. Yeah. So I
I'm,
figure we're
I'm
all not that hard.
11,000. It's not far away.
Okay, still not
Wait,
But yeah, what the Archbishop messaged me was read Archbishop here, portal is urgent, believe now is ideal time, ignore north, trust nobody.
What do you
And
mean
I-
ignore
but I-
north?
Yeah, well ignore doing what we're doing up here, fortifying the north.
So he's trying to get us to close that
there
portal
is-
down there, right?
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
there's the big one
In Tarathian City. Yeah.
But so I said to him, closing the portals is our focus, but we're still learning how. Who can give us further advice? And he didn't come back to me at all over weeks. But then Axamandus says, Olan, I don't know where the portal is in hell. Reed needs to find out. Axamandus.
Yeah, that is creepy.
I feel like he gave himself away a little bit there.
Yeah, well, the thing is, actually, to be honest, though, the two portals, at least where they end up in hell, are probably right next to each other, right? They're probably just in Mephistopheles' great big castle somewhere in a back room labeled portals from other worlds. Yeah, you know, but where they are here, like we could be traveling for. I don't know how the time would work there, but when we plane shift, we could be traveling for a day or two in that place to find the portal.
Exactly.
But how would we know where to go to find the portal?
No, that's the thing. We wouldn't.
Yeah, we can't. Yeah, that's the thing. We can't just teleport in there and then stumble around blind.
We don't need the portal to come back though. But you're right. We shouldn't be doing that. So if we could test it out by saying, okay, let's try and describe the portal as it is on this side and see if we land relatively close to one on that side. But at the same, and if we're wrong, just try and get it.
Already what we're talking about is a dispel evil and good. If it goes well, that's a 5th level spell, and a plane shift, that's a 7th level spell.
Yep.
So Reed needs to keep basically
Word of recall.
all his 5th and higher level slots. Word of recall won't get us back.
Yes, I will have to.
It's a teleport spell. It doesn't cross planes.
Ah, I see.
Whereas plane shift specifically says that you can cross between different planes of existence.
So we'd have to be very sure that you had a portent that was like a 20, so that when you did plane shift,
Yeah, because I mean, basically all of my high level spell slots are going to be needed for the mission. Everything 5th and above potentially.
Yeah.
So, do we feel we have enough information to teleport, to attempt to teleport to hell, or plane shift to hell, or do we think Reed should try and ask Jesus again?
Well, if Jesus can describe it.
Is there a spell which gives you like a magic eye or something? Because if you could send, no, then we'd have to open the portal again. We don't want to open the portal.
No, but if you could ask Jesus to give you a description of exactly where it is that we could use, that would be enough for plane shifting right now. Yeah, amen. Yes, you can.
Hallelujah.
Amen. Side note, by the way,
maybe I should spend the next couple of weeks asking Jesus that.
Yep.
My fine greatest deed, by the way, can summon a Pegasus or a Griffin or a Direwolf or a Periton.
Oh, fuck off! What? Just
a
that
rhino,
just hangs around permanently.
A rhino or a saber-toothed tiger. That'd be quite cool, riding around a saber-toothed tiger.
A rhino.
I'd probably go with a Griffin though.
But wait, does this thing hang around?
No.
Permanently. It's got no summoning. Fuck you.
It's a 10-minute. It's a 10-minute casting time, and it's basically the same.
But
it's
so
within
is
1
mine.
month.
I get it for an hour. I get
really?
for an hour. Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
Do you think we should try and deter that guy, Crickenbar, from coming back? I might use sending spell on him.
That's what I wonder.
Because I could just say we're Aximandus is returned and we're working with him now. So don't come back down here, otherwise we'll fuck you up.
But maybe send him a message saying
what you want to write.
Send him a message saying popping to hell to fuck up a devil. We'll be back shortly. We'll see you then.
Popping to hell to tickle the devil's balls. He's not going to fuck with someone who's doing that.
No, exactly.
Okay, Reed. Do you want to try and contact?
How about that?
We should ask for that,
and this is Greckenbar that you're sending this to.
Yep.
Perhaps we should send that letter out.
I'm going to say, okay. I'm going to say Olan here at the start of that as well.
And this is and can you fit all that in? And
yes.
And this is in Draconic that you're saying this.
Yep, correct. I'm just going to check the word count on that. Yes, it's 22 words.
I was just waiting for the word in Draconic, or the words in Draconic to describe beware is 5 words long.
Sorry, I'm just thinking about this.
Yeah, no hurry. You can. It can
All
come
right.
later while we're thinking about. So yeah, I reckon we should. I reckon we should roll for Jesus.
All right. So that's the that's all Sana. It's all Grickenbar replies, and that's towards the end of the 2 weeks that you do this.
Yep.
Whenever we can, right?
Okay. All right. Yeah. So read. By the time you end up thinking about this, and you can't do divine intervention at the start anyway.
No,
So
I'll do that
let's
in the
go
next
with
phase. Yeah.
let's go with 4 checks for now.
Yeah.
All right, what do we
This is for a good cause as well. You keeping Mephistopheles out of
This round.
Okay, so yep, this time
Come on,
I'm going to
Jesus.
say, Jesus, we seek to shine your light in Mephistopheles' realm to close these terrors on your children. Can you help us see where these portals are? We're not sure how to find them in hell, in his seventh circle of hell.
Okay, cool. Is that worth writing down? I think it probably is.
I've put something along those lines in the thing, so I'll just write the rest of it down. All right.
Oh, okay. Can you please roll? Can you please roll that?
Two of them succeeded. Jesus H. Christ.
All right.
Oh.
We just have to take. We'll take the first one. Okay. We'll
Yeah,
take the
yeah.
first one.
Just
So
the third
towards
one.
the end of
Order
this
one.
2 weeks.
Nice.
Okay. Jesus hears you and he says, "Speak." You tell him that, and he says, "Very well," and then that's all. So it's been about 2 weeks now, and we reached the Sunday. We are, and
God's
by
not
now
in a
we're
hurry.
well into the winter. We are, and by now.
This is the second level of the keep up. Do we need to go and get our furniture yet?
You haven't gone and done that yet. And you still really haven't had, you get frosts, but you still haven't really had snow and ice and stuff like that.
We
Okay.
want to do some battlements as well. We want to have some protection so that when we're standing on the walls.
Okay.
Take the towers up first. Take the towers up to full height.
You reckon?
Mind
because
you,
you can fight.
Olan could polymorph into like a giant ape and lift up sections of like battlement and stuff, and then we'll just add to the wall. And then.
It just makes
But
sense.
no, we should build them up before building the battlements.
Jesus said, "Okay," but then there's no reply, and that was Saturday. And now we get to Sunday, and there are shouts of
normally does the stuff. So.
there are shouts of
Oh,
read, and you hear Sam's voice yelling, "Oh wait!" And someone else yells, "It's the angel!" And Reed heads outside, and the familiar figure of the angel swoops down and bathes the courtyard in golden light.
While you're here, do you want to bless that church? Is that good?
Between his red headband and his big square chin is a gleaming smile. Actually, his teeth glitter slightly. He says, Reed, good to see you again. Sorry I'm in a hurry. We need to do the sphere right here. I don't know if this message needs security. And he starts casting his sphere of holy silence. And after a minute or so, anyone else stepping into this?
I might step in, if it's okay.
It's a
Let's see if
private.
they get burned. Let's see if they get
May we?
burned.
And
Yeah,
I'll ask
maybe.
permission
Olan's
first.
inside, but Bannock steps in, and the angel kind of like he kind of like frowns slightly, but doesn't stop.
He's
Doesn't
a
stop
trusted
you.
friend.
And he nods. It takes a minute or so, and Bannock's, Reed, and the angel are all surrounded by this bright white opaque orb. All sounds from outside are shut out completely. Yes. Right. So Reed, the message is the temple of the scab at the top of the mountain of bones. I've no idea what it means, but it sounds pretty grim, doesn't it? I hope you know what the question was, because that's the answer. Hey, Reed, Jesus is still annoyed with you. Can you find out why and work it out? It'd save me a lot of travel time if he just talked to you himself. You know what I mean? I mean, it's great to see you and all that, but I've got a tight schedule, and these kind of unnecessary errands cut into the party time.
I think he's frustrated at my lack of progress. I'm doing his work now. I'm keeping the off-color jokes to a minimum.
You've got no idea, do you? Well, I'll tell you exactly what I heard, okay? And this is going back weeks ago. Jesus said something about once was more than enough, and God said something like, blaspheme my son like that, you'll certainly never be getting spells of the 9th level from me. Right? I don't think it's lack of progress, it's something else. But anyway, he's annoyed, and it's kind of costing me a bit of, All right, so anyway.
But wait, just asking the DM, not asking Gabriel, but did Reed actually blaspheme? Because I think you would have been taking something that I was just laughing about, but Reed wouldn't have cursed out Jesus or something. He might have shouted Jesus at his enemies or something. But Reed would know then, because what incident are you actually referring to? I got no idea. I would have been making some joke, but Reed wouldn't have actually said that.
True. It's hard to narrow down the amount of times you blaspheme.
Yeah, because I'm an anti-Christian.
As you know, anything.
I'm always saying things that Reed wouldn't say.
Anything said in game is said in game.
Well, no, I wouldn't have played that character if that's actually true, because I wouldn't be able to say anything. But I would normally say as Reed, because I am literally an anti-Christian.
Reed.
So I went for the Church of Light, but you said that's Christianity in your world. So,
Reed, make
Sounds like the truth is coming out.
Can I portion it?
Can
I just worship the flame?
Olan can't do portrait through this sphere.
You can change deities,
Reed,
can't you? At some point.
Can you please make an insight check for me as Reed struggles to remember what he might have said?
I'm actually good at insight.
Oh,
19.
That's like a 30 something.
That is.
Side note: this conversation isn't
I'm
happening.
not
I'm actually not saying in the bubble next to an angel. You could probably switch deities, Reed. I reckon.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying that. Just so we're clear.
God all really cracked up? All it's cracked up to me?
Yeah, if you can't handle a little,
right, Olan, you struggle to remember what you might have said.
Could be Mormon.
What? One thing rings a bell. It was something about a 9th level spell. What the angel has just said, what Gabriel has just said about 9th level spells rings a bell. You said something about 9th level spells. You're struggling to remember all the many, many times you blasphemed before. There is a list. You're going through them all, getting progressively more worried. You know that sometimes you say things which you shouldn't.
Bannock's is going to assist him because he was there for some of it, so he's going to help keep reminding him about all the...
Can you remember anything?
Specifically about 9th level spells? No.
Bannock's is just going to stand there
to Gabriel, but
in the sphere.
About how they're shite for clerics is probably what I said, apart from mass heal.
Is that
But I don't think Reed would have said that.
Reed may have said that. Reed may have said that. But then Reed
there's only 4 for
remembers one
clinics.
thing he did say.
And Diggle's
The other clue, Jesus said,
wasn't like mass buggery or something. 9th level spell.
you would have said that.
Bannock is there next to Reed saying, "Oh, remember when you said this? It might have been that." Oh, really?
yeah, totally.
That's
wasn't that time. He doesn't know about that.
I've got this list.
Gabriel's eyes are like open wide. There's a bit of a smirk and a bit of a chuckle as Bannock goes back through some of the things that Reed has said in the past. Reed, the other clue. Jesus said something about once was more than enough. And Reed has an epiphany. Once was more than enough. Once was more than enough. He's talking about crucifixion.
I made a joke.
What did you say? What did you say?
Oh, probably that he didn't die on the cross not to give me 9th level spells or something.
No, Reed remembers. Reed said, in horror, Reed realizes he said he would crucify Christ himself for a 9th level spell. This was just
I do remember that.
Yeah, I definitely said that. But Reed wouldn't have
This was just a humorous joke. Apparently, Jesus himself took some offense.
I suspect he might. It feels a little humorless. By the way, is
Gabriel just cracks out laughing and he says, "This is funny as hell." Sorry, forgive my language.
Right, well, I reckon I can make that up to him, but actually, because there's only 4 9th level priest spells, one of them can't be cast in Diggle's world because it's true resurrection. There's mass heal, and then the other 2, one of them's about creating portals to hell, more permanent ones, I think, and the other one is astral projection, where you lie down and become unconscious in the real world, and you project yourself into hell so you can wander around and have a look around. Which is weirdly specifically exactly what we need to do, but it's a 9th level spell. So I wonder if we should ask Jesus to try an astral projection.
Try and astral project you. That's a good idea.
But whether he can astral project us, because it's up to 8 willing creatures. It's the only way we're going to find where we need to travel.
Reed, you be careful. You be careful. God has a strange sense of humor, you know. I suggest in future, stick to fornication and lusting after your neighbor's wife. Fondling choir boys, you know, these kind of things which are easier to forgive.
How do you think I can make it up to him? Do you think I should banish this lich? Would that help? Surely that's got to be pretty anti the Lord of Light.
I'm sure you're right, something like that. But you know, an apology might go a long way as well. This is the thing.
Yeah,
JC's he's a good boss. He'll probably get over it eventually. If you, I don't know, say sorry or something. God himself though, that's a lot harder. I recommend start with the easy one. JC, look, I've got a dash. Keep up the good work. With a flick of a wrist, he dispels the sphere. He says, "Okay, see you later. Not too soon, I hope." And mere seconds later, he's already soaring up high above the keep.
Alex turns to Reed and said, "Jesus has been quite the martyr here, eh?"
Shut up, you'll get me in trouble. Don't set me up.
That was a gift. You need to backhand Bannock's and
just slap me out. That's right. I was going to ask the angel about how the fucking whole Noah and the flood worked.
Jesus' wrath.
No, that's a little too far.
Jesus wants me to go extreme.
How do you just apologize though? Like, do you have to do anything specific for apology?
I think I will
spell and apologize.
Over the next couple of weeks, I will definitely do some prayer that's focused around
contrition.
Contrition, repentance for my Christian.
Yeah, I mean, you just need to flay yourself.
That I have been guided. Okay, I'll do a little self-flagellation. Reed's probably in on that.
Flay your back.
You don't have to do it self. We'll help you out with that.
fornication.
Oh.
Yeah. I think. I
I
think
don't think he died for that.
By the way, the angel Gabriel,
Right.
the voice of God, just told you to go fiddle some kids. FYI, just want to let you know.
Yeah, no, this was inside. This was inside the. This was inside the sphere.
I know, but I was in the sphere of trust.
Like
So like
Gabriel
euphemistic
obviously
for
is
the
not.
Catholic Church.
Gabriel is
So
this was
now-
inside the sphere, and he's already explained that nothing can listen in, and nothing can see through it.
So what spell is that? Because I might need to start casting that whenever I want to wisecrack. Because I was wondering about solutions, but I don't want to wonder aloud about solutions in case I wonder about something that's
Yeah, you're gonna have to.
So what he's hinting there is divine intervention, asking for forgiveness might kind of, something like that.
Yeah. So
in the
I'll
future,
be doing that with my prayer.
All right.
But we've got what we need, though.
But that astral projection, maybe I should do that for a while. And once we've done with the second story of the keep, then we should try and get him to do an astral projection for us. Or we should.
Well, I mean, so you've got the
and he might
message,
do that.
right?
Yeah.
You got the message there, and you know where you're looking for now.
Oh, well, that's true. Actually, yeah, that's true. He just
the thingy of scab
temple,
on the thingy.
Temple of Scab atop the mountain of bones.
Yeah.
Yep.
Didn't we hear something about a mountain of bones earlier? Or is this a location in hell?
It's a location. It must be a location in hell. But
I'm going to see
for
if
some
I can
reason-
find that in the text,
While
the
we
portal
keep-
text. I'll
yeah,
get the priestess to help me.
And we should send
Okay,
in those
sure.
people with the archives down south and stuff to get them looking while we're doing some more construction.
Okay. All right. So later on this evening, there is another shout. I might need some portent rolls from you at some point, Olan, but wait.
Oh, also,
Actually,
I haven't.
can
I
you roll
haven't.
me 3 portents, please?
I also haven't told you which spells I would like because it's a bit of a pain in the butt. I've got a few changes to make. I could just give you the list if you like. I'll do the portents first.
Yeah, okay. Do you want to just, I can do it right now because I'm opening a character sheet here.
Boom. Okay, here we go. 3 portents.
Yep.
We've got
11, 4, 14, nice.
Yep.
Okay.
correct.
So 11, 4, 14, okay.
And this is the alphabetized list of spells that I thought I would probably do. That's them there.
All right, so animate objects is out because the dragon is now where you want it.
Yep. Big B's
hands.
Big B's hand, yep. Chromatic orb.
Chromatic orb.
I've realized that's actually quite a useful spell for outputting damage because you can choose the damage type. You can choose poison, acid, cold, whatever you like.
That's a first level spell. Okay.
And you can upcast it.
Counter spell, counter plus, counter.
I always assumed it was fire for some reason.
There's a prismatic
Well, I think it's
wall.
chromatic 'cause
That's a
it
9th
would be-
level spell.
I
What's the
need to
difference?
test. I need to test chromatic orb and black cat again at some point. I think it used to work. Globe and no force cage.
Yep, force cage.
What's replacing globe of what's replacing? Okay, I need to find something you don't want. Invisibility you don't want. Okay.
Yep, invisibility. I'm getting rid of that.
And we're putting in force cage, which you can now do.
Yep.
Well,
greater
let me
invisibility.
just
I'm
save
adding in
this.
that.
Let me just save
Powered stun.
what we've got.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good spell. That's a good spell.
Okay, so we've got global
Especially with portents.
vulnerability. Great, hang on, mage armor, misty, mind spike is going.
And
I
isn't
auto-
that the same as like whole person where it's auto
Yes, I auto crit.
Yeah.
I auto crit on something that's stunned like that.
So
That's
I can
massive.
I can feed them a low portent roll, and the thing is, it does it up to 150 hit points.
Really? which is about
Mage
how much I'll
armor.
do if something's
What would be
if I'm
cool?
auto-critting with all of my hits.
What would be cool in Black Cat is if you could just like paste in that text and it just sorted it out.
That
Yeah,
would be
okay.
awesome.
That would be quite cool.
However,
That'd be hard to do.
It'd probably be easier
no,
to
I
go
don't know,
remove
it
all
doesn't seem to
spells
be that
and new
bad.
ones.
Too
So.
bad, would it? 'Cause
The
not too
spells
many,
would need to exactly match in terms of the
Yeah,
names
should
of them.
They would.
Yeah.
They would.
Wall of
Misty Step.
Strone. That doesn't help much, does it?
Yeah.
Wall of Strike.
Yeah, no, that
Yeah,
wouldn't work.
that-
Obviously,
It sounds like a-
Wall of
Fucked
Stone.
that up.
that would crash the whole
Teleport.
application.
It sounds like a
Teleport is
tasty
going,
dish.
and we're putting in shield. Oh no, you've got shield.
Yeah.
So hang on, but what's the new one? we have got?
Tongues
Oh,
is
polymorph.
going.
Power word stun.
Oh,
Oh, so you're having to
Yep,
remove
Howard's
them
done.
to create the space to put the new ones in. Is that right? You don't? Do you have a remove all button in there?
No, but if I did, I wouldn't want to use it because like most of them are actually the same.
Yeah.
Right.
it's the trouble.
Shield sending. Sunburst is going. We're replacing that with sending. Oh no, we've got sending already.
Yep.
So hang on, I've missed one out here. I think I need to actually.
Might be quicker to just remove
Bigby's
all
hand,
and just select them
chromatic.
again.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
so
Bigby's
greater
hand,
invisible-
chromatic orb, counterspell, crown of stars, dimension door, dispel magic, fireball, fly, force gauge,
Be
globe
right
of
back.
involucrator, mage armor, mirror image, misty step, polymorph, power word stun,
Yep.
sending shield, wall of Strone. So we've actually got a leftover slot, and that's currently sunburst.
Okay, is that right? I would have thought I would have used them all. Let's have a look. I must have fucked up somewhere. Okay, Wall of
No, unless I have as well, unless I've missed one out.
So animate objects is gone. I've replaced it with Bigby's hand. Chromatic orb, counterspell, crown of stars. Demiplane's gone.
Uh-huh. The mini plane's gone.
Yep. Dispel magic. So fireball's still there. Fly, globe of vulnerability.
Should we just make it plane shift for now?
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Can do. Yeah. If you save them, then I will just refresh the thingamy and work out what it is that is missing.
Because I expect you might want plane shift soon.
Yes. Yes, that's true.
and
Once
the
we've
other
worked
one,
it out, I will
You've
have
got
to
dispel
check plane shift.
magic would be the other one you'll need.
Yes,
Right.
I do need that. That is in my list.
Yeah.
That should be in my
Cool.
list.
Okay, so let's go with that for now.
Okay.
Anyway, what's spotted here is up towards the north, in the distance across the forest, near the edge of the forest. Sam's yelling out, "Red dragon! Red dragon!" He's not running away. You can tell he wants to run away. He looks nervously at Bannox. He's waiting for Bannox to turn the other way before he runs off. He's looking nervously at Bannox. Reed, we can't hear you.
I'm
And
going to
the
get
red
Snook
dragon.
up onto the keep, top of the keep immediately and start casting a hut.
Okay, Snook in a bit of a panic. "Yes, Olan!" And he starts. He goes, grabs his book, and he starts running up onto the keep, casting a hut. The red dragon lands near the edge of the forest.
One of us is in our
It's
armor,
out of view.
me or Bannox.
Sorry?
Which one of us is whose armor day is it, me or Bannox?
Well, the dragon seems to have landed, so you're probably going to have time to both get your armor on, maybe.
Sweet.
Um,
We'll do that while we see what's happening.
as the guards are watching, after about quarter of an hour or 10 minutes, you've got your armor on, and they say, "There's someone coming." And there appears to be a very small figure, perhaps a child, is walking. I mean, by now, nightfall is not far off. And this very small figure is walking towards the keep.
Ariel's eyes light up. Read. Oh, come in, come
Gift
in.
from God. I didn't take
Okay.
Regan's,
Can we see who it is?
It takes
do we-
it takes a good long time. It takes over half an hour before this small dog-like creature, and by now it's dusk. The small dog-like creature comes up near the castle, near the castle, and is just almost getting close enough to speak to.
Okay. I might hop into the hut quickly and just cast. I wonder if I should cast Crown of Stars. It's a little bit hostile. Yeah, I'll wait. Okay. Yes, we will watch this approaching creature.
Okay. It appears to be like a dog, but walking on two legs, standing upright. He appears to be, he's not much. He's slightly taller than Snook, but not much. Appears
I'll
to be
shout
unarmed.
out a greeting in
and
Draconic, then
Draconic.
then Common, and then.
And what do you say?
Orcish.
Just say hello, something like that.
Greetings. How are you?
Okay. This thing, it's about it's about 200 feet away now from the battlements. It kind of it looks a little bit surprised, opens its mouth, and after a pause, it says, in its dog-like voice in Draconic, it says, greetings and respect.
It's a kobold, isn't it? It's a
I am Olan, the wizard.
dragon servant.
This is Bannox, Reed, Varen, my companions.
Is
Why are you here?
I bear a message from Sanagilor.
Because we trolled him with that sending spell. That's why he's here.
Very well. What is the message?
I am
Can we
very
tell what sort of
sorry. I
creature?
am just a humble servant. You've not something you've seen before. I am just a humble servant. I am sorry. Sanagilor says if you come, if you go as far as the mountains, he will destroy you with many dragons. He says, stay away.
How many dragons?
I don't
Did you
know.
really just say to him, how many dragons is many?
I did.
I don't know.
Very
But
well.
there is a real dragon there, and he points back the way he came.
And Cintrax.
And he says, Cintrax, mighty dragon.
And there was a real dragon there. And I'll point down to the carcass.
Which is pretty rotted by now.
Yep.
And he kind of squints. And this guy looks pretty scared. He looked pretty scared to start with. He says, should I take him back a message?
Say,
he says, please
very
make
well.
it a good message.
Very well. We will not come north, and we expect him not to come south.
Okay. Thank you for not killing me. And he turns around and he starts wandering off.
Yet.
Also,
right,
I'll yell
Byron,
after him.
Open fire.
Yeah.
Just joking.
Start shooting.
I'll yell after him. Also, tell him you did a terrible job. Thank you.
All right. Luckily, Bannox doesn't speak Draconic. All right. He wanders back. And pretty soon it's too dark to see. It's too dark to see him as he wanders back
Oh,
in
wait,
the direction of.
we should have given him a dragon tooth. We should have given him one of those dragon teeth to take back.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great. Actually, if he did take that back, first of all, he'd be dead. But second, we might be able to track him down, right? That would have been cool. Is there a way we could put a marker on him?
Yeah, like can we we give that to him with a message, which is like, here's the big dragon tooth gift, a gift from your dragon. Don't come
Try-
south.
No, I think we don't need to
It's a bit late
antagonize
now.
them.
Frigidix.
And Cintrax is gone. All right.
The name on my character sheets.
Frigidix.
Okay.
That's what it says.
Yep.
So-
Frigidix. Cold penis.
Frigidix. Yeah, that was the white dragon.
Okay.
Okay. What?
What's our play
Oh,
here,
I
Piss?
see.
Are we gonna pop in to hell and have a look, or
Right,
is someone
you've
gonna
got
do that?
about
How do
2
we
more weeks until the
sort
end
of
of the
like-
year. I think we're probably going to spend a few more days as Olan tries to. He's discovered this new chapter, 45, describing the 7th layer of hell. It's going to take a few more days.
And we'll probably
Um,
get our furniture as well.
So actually, I'm
The
advancing.
priestess's help.
I'm advancing time by a few more days. We get to Friday,
Have you
gonna
kissed
Friday
her
the
yet?
divine
21st.
intervention, Jesus.
Have you kissed her all up?
Christmas.
Ooh.
Christmas is only another.
That's the perfect time to apologize to Jesus.
That's
Yes.
another. It's only another 4 days away.
Was about the whole crucifixion thing.
Mm.
It was a rough deal.
It was a poor choice of words. I know it was a bad time.
Right.
Happy birthday.
So Reed is
Happy
thinking to himself.
birthday.
Reed is thinking to himself. Yeah, Christmas, the ideal time. He's going to store this up. Olan, can you roll me a d20, please?
Okay.
Hopefully you passed the test before Christmas, right? Because otherwise you will have missed his birthday.
Okay, here we go. D20. 15.
15, nice. Okay. All right. Olan. You and Eliska read through chapter 45. And that was an investigation check. And I think a 15 is going to come to something pretty damn impressive for you.
We got one chair or 2 chairs. Maybe she's just sitting on my lap.
I'm not role playing this. Yeah, I'll go. Let me know when you're finished.
Yeah, actually, what is Olan trying on here?
No, I'm
Is
just
he
joking.
Okay.
I feel like he said, "Do you want to sit on my lap?" That's the only way that could have worked out.
Oh, he's already tried kissing her and he didn't get slapped down too much. Right. So this is what you learn about the 7th layer.
But it did get slapped down, right?
You already know Mephistopheles is the rule of this layer. Though some of the other layers are colder than ice, this particular layer is dangerously hot, though apparently some deeper layers are much hotter still. Magical protection is recommended for visitors who do not have their own intrinsic immunity to fire, especially for longer visits. Although
Fire resistance rings.
some of the cooler areas of the layer will be survivable on a short-term visit, even without such protection. So notable landmarks of the 7th layer. Plains of ash, and they sound like plains, covered in ash. They're traversed by a road called the Trail of Anguish. Another place that's mentioned is the Mountain of Bones. It's a mountain.
Mountain of
It's made of
bones.
bones. The Basalt Wilds, apparently a lawless waste where Mephistopheles has only a weak grip. River of Souls, a river made from the tears of a million lost souls. Millions of lost souls, abducted or tricked into the layer throughout the ages. It's possible to sail out of the layer on the River of Souls. The destination will be unpredictable. The Iron Citadel, a great fortress where Mephistopheles is often located. The Floating Tower, an iron tower which floats from place to place, often used by Mephistopheles. Devil's Landing, a small town on the River of Souls. Black Sand Sea, a sea of soft, scorching, hot, black sand upon which islands float and move about. The Tiger Mart, a traveling market. Sea of Dust, vast brown, sandy desert upon which nothing lives. The festering depths, a vast sinkhole, miles across, with settlements down its sides.
I'm starting to think this
The
is not a
iron
nice
pit,
place to visit, eh?
an enormous iron ore
Can't hear you,
mine
but-
run by slaves. The foundry, a town which smelts huge amounts of iron traded down the River of Souls. The Yellow Banner, a fortress run by a reputed rival and subordinate of Mephistopheles called Baphomet. Yorgic's Mountain, a large volcano home to a red dragon named Yorgic, who owes nominal allegiance to Mephistopheles. Plains of the Scalps, scalps of hapless humans were deposited here, and their hair grew thick, toxic, and extremely hostile. The Dead Dragon, an inn at a crossroads built around the bones of a dead dragon. So apparently some of the distances are vast, and Mephistopheles makes long journeys lasting weeks in his floating tower, but he also has magical means of faster travel. Lesser beings must journey for months on foot or more rapidly using something called hell rods, which are apparently powered by soul coins. Apparently, these hell rods come in all shapes and sizes. The smallest will transport only one person, but the largest will transport dozens. The bigger and faster they are, the more quickly they burn through soul coins. Alternatively, they're exotic, spiky, horned beasts of burden, but they're not necessarily a lot faster than walking. So by now, Olan reckons he has exhausted everything in the book which is going to be of use. Potentially, he's getting diminishing returns now. This chapter was obviously very interesting and useful. Other chapters describe he skim read other chapters. They describe less relevant, less important things.
Okay, cool. I think we might have enough now. So we know we're going to have to go there with everyone who goes is going to have a fire resistance ring.
Yeah.
What?
I said that was nice and romantic, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'll be spending my time with my loved one doing.
Yep, discovering the seventh layer of hell.
How did you fall in love? Oh well, we were reading this text on.
You could do that just by getting married, I think, couldn't you? So medium load is 300 to 600 pounds, by the way, for a griffin. So if we wanted to travel around the place in there, we could probably just summon our own steed on the other side. But it would require me to level up again.
It doesn't necessarily, like when you're in hell, the thing you summon might not be a griffin.
Oh, that would be awkward. I guess it would be mind melded with me though, right? So yeah, but it'd be a friendly.
You could take a griffin with you.
Yeah. That's a good point.
So it sounds like we're going to need to go there and travel around large distances, which is going to be very difficult when we can't rest and recharge properly.
We know it's the Temple of the Scab at the top of the Mountain of Bones. So the thing is, we have quite close destination. So if we can get to the Temple of Scab,
and we can probably teleport straight to the Mountain of Bones by describing it. It's got to be pretty unique. Maybe we need to try and... Can we scry on a place first? Can we see it first? Maybe we need to bug Jesus while we finish off level 2 of the keep about doing the astral projection, so at least we can see the mountain.
Yeah, because the disappointing part might be...
Once I've apologised to him, obviously.
Well, so what did he say? It's the Citadel of Bones, did they say?
The Temple of Scab.
Temple
of Scab on top of the Mountain of Bones.
Temple of Scab. Okay, well that's a lot more stable. I thought it kind of might have been that iron citadel that's floating around the place. That would be annoying.
That's where Mephistopheles lives. That
yes.
We have to go there.
Well, I'd assume
we
go
there and try and rise up one of his lieutenants, that rival or the Red Dragon, by doing some deal, or do we just go there and try and get into the temple ourselves? Or...
I'm assuming the temple, like if there's iron citadels floating around the place, headed by Mephistopheles, one of his lieutenants or whatever is the one looking after the temple. Yeah, you would have thought, in all the portals. And so maybe we can barter our way in there and just agree to, I don't know, take care of something in order for him to close these two portals for us. Then we don't have to cast any spells.
We'll kill Mephistopheles for you.
That might be
if you can lure him up here.
Yeah, well,
and we'll close the portals, and you can rule in hell.
We're probably going to get attacked, but we should basically just try and go in there and.
So do we just try rapid assaults, like go in there, assault it, teleport out, go back as soon as we've rested, try it again, get as close to the portal as we can, and try and close one down?
Yeah. Well, we get more familiar with that side in terms of locations and stuff. You're on mute, Douglas, I think.
Mute, Douglas.
Yeah. I think.
Reed, by now the church is up and running, or it's certainly going to be up and running for Christmas, which is coming up in just a few days.
We'll run a feast dinner service for the people.
Okay, Christmas is going to be a very auspicious time for, especially for Reed. Word of recall has been reset to the church here.
Yep.
Over these few weeks, you do get messages, which we don't need to go into details. You get messages from the bishop asking about progress and things like that.
You should ask if the bishop wants to come.
Yeah, I'll just obviously.
We're going to the Temple of Scab.
We're planning our
bones.
voyage to hell very carefully, but we are getting very close to.
Yeah. Do you want to come?
I won't actually tell.
We could have a meal there and some
I
wine.
won't say that to the bishop in any message that he sends me, though. If I'm sending him, I'm prepared to mention those specific details. But I'll be very careful.
And you're going to ask him if he wants to.
Messages. No,
you're going to ask him if he wants to come.
No.
Right.
But maybe we should ask if anyone else from the church, if there are any other warriors that would like to accompany us.
Seb would want to come, wouldn't he?
To hell.
Well, I'm talking about the church should have some people for this kind of thing. I guess that's kind of me, though.
Yeah, I was going to say.
What do you think your job is?
You are the person for this kind of thing.
Hey, mate, we're going to hell. Do you want to come?
The bishop says, like, I'm not going to type it, but this is like over a few weeks. The bishop says he'll do whatever he's requested to do. However, he thinks something like this is beyond the capabilities of normal people, or even senior people like himself. It really is going to be something quite remarkable. Okay.
Also,
Reed.
I'll talk to the priestess, but I'm kind of in my discussions with her and her magic. I should maybe have an idea of how powerful she is. Do I know what spells she can cast?
Yeah. So you do. She is. I can tell you what spells she can cast.
Take it to hell with you.
She's just peddling cantrips.
Yep. We could borrow a fire resistance ring and take it to hell.
Okay.
And back.
The little picnic basket.
Hey baby, you want to come to hell?
I can't see her.
I'm like a quite bad creature on the other side, eh?
The Black Sand Sea sounds like a place everyone should visit.
So, and what exactly does Plane Shift say about?
We could take a stroll across along the banks of the River of Souls.
Yeah. Yeah, she can spot some of her relatives. I don't know if they'll be there.
Okay, so
there's Captain Weemus.
She can do 3rd level spells, okay?
Oh, Brodo.
7th level of hell.
She can do 3rd level spells. Okay.
Oh, right. I assigned it to the wrong keep. That's why she's not here.
Oh.
Yeah,
she's off
of Gabriel's keep.
She's off with another dude already.
That's why I couldn't find out. Okay, that's fine.
I got
fix
really
it up.
excited, and then I read the third paragraph. But listen to this about plane shift. So you and up to 8 willing creatures who link hands in a circle are transported to a different plane of existence. And then the next paragraph is good for the players. You can specify target, destination, in general terms, such as City of Brass on the elemental plane of fire, or Palace of Despater on the second level of the Nine Hells, and you appear in or near that destination. But this bit's not so good. If you're trying to reach the City of Brass, for example, you might arrive in its streets of steel, before its gate of ashes, or looking at the city from across the sea of fire at the DM's discretion.
DM's
So
discretion.
that's the bit that I was like, "Oh, we're screwed."
yeah. We're definitely we're looking at it across the Black Sand
She
Sea.
can do third level
sipping about
spells,
ourselves.
and obviously anything she can do when you do go to hell, anything she can do to help you out before, obviously, just say what you want.
But she's not keen on
Actually,
coming
let's,
with
aid or something.
I'm just going to apply some long rest.
How did you
Aid,
lose?
yeah, absolutely. She
Priestess?
can certainly do stuff like that.
How did I what?
How did Stu lose out on the priestess? Like, I've just kind of forgotten.
Oh, I didn't. I stepped aside. I felt that Olan needed some business. Plus, also there was an awkward moment with the Zone of Truth where both of us got it on the necks in terms of what we'd done. And I said, look, for party cohesion, I'll just step back.
Olan's lies were pretty innocuous compared to Barracks's.
Well, that's a matter of opinion.
I think that's fair.
Regardless.
Okay. Christmas is coming up. This is going to be an auspicious time for everybody, apart perhaps for Varen. Reed.
Yep.
If there's anything religion related you want to do, this would be the perfect time. Olan. If you're going to ever ask the priestess to marry you, this would be the auspicious time.
Go to church. Have a little ceremony on Christmas Day.
I don't know what Bannock's is up to. Varen, you can try crafting. Actually, Varen, you've got another week of trying to. If you want to roll me some more d20s, if you want to try and craft some more poison as well.
We should pop back to Rathian.
Oh, hang on, that's excessive.
How many?
5 d20, please.
Actually, we could do that. We could go back to Tarathian.
And then we should a couple of potions and then we should look at going.
Did Dave come back
fill
up?
Fill up Debbie plane with all of the stuff we've ordered.
Yeah.
Did Dave come with us?
I was looking at plane
Get
shift.
some food.
We need to get a couple of the regents required for plane shift. It's like a 250 GP gold rod or whatever that's attuned to this plane of existence. So we need to get a couple of them sorted.
How do you ensure that?
Oh, we need one that's attuned to hell.
No, you just need. It's just to cast it. You need one attuned to your plane of existence.
How do you attune it though? Because we'll have to do that on the other side, right?
No. It's just the casting components. A forked metal rod attuned to a particular plane of existence. That's not to travel to anything. It's just
right. So it'll just be.
It doesn't say you need to reattune it, like when you get to the other side to come
back.
Okay.
Is this something you can do yourself, Reed?
I would think so.
It sounds like it should be.
Ceremonies and stuff.
Yeah.
It sounds like it should be. And it sounds like you should have plenty of time to do this.
Yeah.
I've got the actual spell.
When we pick up the furniture, there you go.
I've got the plane shift spell. It's in the.
I think probably both of you can do this, and this just needs to be a rod of some kind.
Yeah,
actually, I've got the spell right here.
Metal rod.
By the way, did Dave actually end up coming up north with us?
Yeah.
Do we know?
We teleported him up here, right? Surely.
Yeah, is Dave up north with us? Because I know he was belly aching.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Come on, make sure.
He's I assume Dave has been taking charge of like he's basically Bannock's assistant, right?
Yeah, he's
so
not
Dave's
coming through to hell.
Taking charge of organising the keep, ready to take over when Bannock's is away.
Sweet, perfect.
Organising all the guards, trying to raise Sam's morale, things like that.
Sam's morale. Fuck Sam. Okay. So it's
Alright.
Guy's bringing the whole keep down. You got to trade him or something.
yeah, or tape his mouth shut.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's just when dragons turn up that he gets a bit
Actually,
nervous.
you got to give him credit. He held firm.
He's also let lots of prisoners go. Not one, but two.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And he was just like, "Oh, what? I wasn't supposed to let him go." I mean, I know he was probably charmed or something, but you realise you're charmed afterwards, and he's still like, "Oh, well,
Yeah, I mean, I wonder if
What do you
it's
think?
all about.
Fucking job."
I think we need to describe to him what good looks like when it comes to being a guard.
Yeah, but sorry, we're getting distracted with Sam's just impossibly poor performance.
Yeah.
He's also been complaining a lot that it's quite chilly. So there are plenty of sheepskins. Everyone's wearing sheepskins by this time.
Okay.
You do get a very chilly wind up the Valley of Tears. The only person who isn't bothered by this is Reed, who can't understand what everyone else is complaining about.
She'll be gone booties.
I've got boots.
Yep.
All right. Every now and then the temperature does get below freezing, and we're coming up to Christmas. Right. So
Okay. Sounds like we need to do one last shopping expedition. Go down to Trathian, load up on some Christmas goodies.
You can just
All
check
right.
with the bishop about what attunement rituals might be.
A wedding
We'll get a
decor.
rod.
Yeah, I'm gonna go around and
Mhm.
buy a bunch of presents
You
for
gonna get a
the
wedding ring?
for the keep kids if there are any around. You know, just some
not really.
knickknacks.
No, there are. Well, there are a few.
I'll
but-
pick up some knickknacks
yeah.
for the people as well. You know, just
Okay.
something.
But
Sure.
yeah, we should pick up some extra alcohol and stuff. So we've got the demi-plane and enough
Sure.
for a feast.
Yeah, a couple of
Okay,
barrels of beer.
and this is
stuff.
just
Yes.
this is gonna be just before Christmas.
Yeah,
Now,
couple
who's
of days
going?
before.
Just you four?
All of us.
Yeah.
Don't want to split up the party.
All right. So you're gonna basically go for a day trip. So I need from Olan.
Dave
I
can
need,
come if he wants.
He needs to look after the keep. That's what he's there for.
Dragons.
I'm sure he'll let us know somehow. Actually, we do need a way for someone to let us know
priestess
what's
can.
happening.
The priestess
Cool,
is going to
there you
stay
go.
here.
Not sending.
There you go.
Yep.
Because my
Wouldn't it-
acolytes aren't high enough level yet.
There's-
Would
yeah,
it be-
I'll keep an eye on Dave for you.
Wouldn't it be great if Dave managed to spade his way into the priestess's life? Or your way. That'd be so good. The NPC just snakes you at the last minute. Okay, cool. So Dave's going to start there and look after it. and we'll
Okay,
head
so now at the keep there's Snook.
Yep.
Priestess, Eliska, and Dave. So that's some,
Yeah.
that's some
Some
serious
power.
capability.
Bunch
Yep.
of virgins.
So Snook knows his job. If there's anything goes wrong, he rushes up the top of the keep and casts his hut.
Okay.
So I'll
Yeah,
ask the
no, he's
priestess if
got
there's
a-
anything she wants from when I'm popping back
Snook-
to Tarathian.
Snook says, "Can I come with you? Can I come? It'll be fun."
What do you want to do exactly?
Just go and see the city again.
Let me think.
Good to have another caster back at the keep.
It probably is.
He's got a
Your
bit of
magic is
firepower.
needed here, I think. Remember that hut you cast?
All right, he's a bit disappointed by that. But let's say this is just going to be a day trip, and it's just running errands and things. I need
Yep.
I need a D percentage to get down there, please.
Is there anything he wants?
Nothing in particular.
Okay.
Just to come.
Okay. So because
This was
we'll go
okay.
and get some gifts for people when we're down
Yeah,
there
sure,
to
sure.
Tarathian.
Now you're also going to need some kind of rod.
Yep.
So this
You can
could be
buy
a
that
gold
from-
rod. This could be a gold rod that could be made.
Anything in my laboratory?
You don't have any rods worth 250 gold pieces, no.
Okay.
But
all
you
right.
can make this out of gold. It's not going to cost you money, right? It's kind of like recycling gold from one shape to another shape.
Okay.
Yep. It doesn't have to be a
All
sweet
right.
shape too. Like it doesn't have to be,
It could be. It could be. It could be a turnip-shaped rod of gold.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
I don't know. I want
Right.
a rod, not a chode.
Are you still in charge? Are you still in charge of Dunskara as well, and Three Waters and everywhere?
No, Dave is.
Okay, Olan, D
was.
percentage, please.
Okay, yep, let's do that. Okay.
Have you
Away
forgotten
we
who's
go.
in charge?
Wait, did you say Three Waters? Because the answer is yes to that.
Okay.
Three Waters is up north.
Yeah, it's part of our remit.
You
Oh
learned
dear.
your
Wow, is that
language yet?
good?
Ooh.
Oh
Oh
no,
dear.
you did it again.
Oh,
That's all right.
12.
You're just gonna have to re-teleport ourselves to some damage.
This isn't too bad. It's not a mishap.
Oh,
but
it's not a
it's,
mishap. Okay, that's
Um, it's just still slightly annoying.
we're just gonna be miles off somewhere.
yeah.
Right.
Similar
I'm
area.
Sorry, I was just
thinking
looking at-
low's good because
No.
that priest roll I do is the only thing in the game I think where you want to roll low.
Hey, look, actually, no. If it's similar area, it's a town.
Similar area.
We don't need to know anybody in the town.
Right.
So if we
Right.
find another decent town,
You-
that's good.
You appear.
Something good.
You appear. And you appear. This is like morning. You appear just outside the Eagle pub in Dunskara. There is a gasp from several bystanders as you just appear in the air. There's a bit of a frost on the market square still. It just looks like a normal busy day in a now peaceful, prosperous town.
I'm going to shoot Olan a look while I just say, hi, just popping in, folks, just to see how you're all doing, making sure everybody's okay, just give a couple of people the finger guns, and then I'll say,
Okay,
shall we try that again?
You hear some little boy from across the square says, "That's Phoenix the Knight."
So, shall we roll on?
You're not going to be able to cast Demiplane when we get to Tarathian City anymore, are we?
No, we're going to have
Do
to
we-
stay overnight.
Do we go back to the keep and try tomorrow, or do we just go to Tarathian and you can stay overnight in Tarathian and we'll go back to the keep? Because we could just go back to the keep now and try again tomorrow. Because what is it? It's like the 22nd,
true.
isn't it? Or is it the 23rd or 4th?
We said we wanted to go a few days beforehand.
This is the 22nd now.
It would be good. It would honestly be
How
good if we
far
can.
are we away from? How far does it take to get to? Oh,
If we were
Days, man.
flying.
Oh, you mean
polymorph
walking?
eagles?
Walking.
Yeah,
It's still like 2
Dunskara
days
to
or something,
Tarathian City.
It's several
3,
days.
isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a few days ride.
So I could become an eagle. Can you summon a Pegasus?
Yep.
Can that take Bannox as well?
Could possibly take me and Baron, maybe 2 of the unarmored people. Could he?
Oh.
Oh,
Oh yeah, then Bannox
Eagle.
could ride on an eagle.
How long can you summon a Pegasus for, and how fast can a Pegasus fly?
only an hour though. But yeah, it is flying at a good whack.
Now,
80, I
Yeah.
think. Pegasus.
This
Works
is
this
a
out.
long way. It's a long way down there.
I could
Well,
I
look-
can summon it for twice though, and I'll still have word of recall to get us home.
I
Alright.
could, yeah, actually,
That's
and
two-
I
that's
could,
2
I
hours,
can,
That's quite a lot of distance. for
and I
flying.
can polymorph multiple times. Yeah, flying speed of
Oh,
think it's
my,
80
my,
or
my
90.
flying speed's 90. The Pegasus is
90.
fucking like a shot.
That is
Right.
fast.
A
Fuck you and
Pegasus.
your
Surely
free
a
one.
Pegasus can't carry multiple
I
people.
can summon a Pegasus
Well,
as
it's
well.
a
then.
horse. A couple of people. Yeah, but when it's flying.
Is that faster than a dragon?
No.
Yeah, it
No.
is actually.
Oh, I thought the
no,
dragon was
maybe
one
not.
to it.
giant eagle flies at
One
80.
It's faster.
The
And-
Pegasus at 90 is faster.
All
than a
right,
dragon.
let me grab a map here. I like
So,
this. I like how this teleport spell is not completely reliable.
I don't.
No, neither. I don't like how you like it.
Oh no, it is. It's faster than an adult dragon. Yeah, red adult dragon. Might be
Yeah,
faster than a.
It's
Maybe not in
yeah,
combat.
It's faster
Maybe
than
not in
a
combat, right?
ancient.
Yeah.
Yeah, in combat, the dragon's got some extra wing movement via one of its legendary actions, but
Right. But of course.
Okay.
All right, we're talking about 30 miles.
30 miles an
30
hour?
miles.
didn't we say 20 miles an hour for the giant eagle? Isn't that what we were saying off one spell?
I think we did.
All right, so if you can do this twice,
Twice.
is that right?
Yeah.
Right, so what I want to do, what level spell is this summon thing? Read.
7th.
All right, Reed, I'm just going to take off 2 7th level slots is the fastest way.
7th and an 8th.
Let's just do that, 7th level, like rather than actually cast it, let's just take off the slots.
And what you need a couple of.
So we're going to take off your
couple for
7th and
Olan
8th level slot,
polymorph.
okay?
Yep.
This is just an accounting thing, so we
And
don't,
2/4 from me as well.
Okay,
Because-
Olan.
Be prepared.
Olan, cast the, what was it, teleport?
And polymorph twice.
All right.
This is
can't cast
precisely the amount of
teleport. Why's that?
times Doug's likes to maybe give us a random combat just when you're nice and squishy with no spells. We'll be on our guard.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to take
Oh, yeah.
evasive action on my Pegasus.
Teleport. Oh, he hasn't actually got teleport. That's why I couldn't cast it.
Riding my pony, your Pegasus.
And it understands me but can't speak.
Olan, you
Yep.
didn't have teleport.
Yeah, it's not
I'm
on your
going
list.
to have to take out a spell. And the
Yeah.
one I'll probably go for is, shall I take out Wall of Stone?
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Yeah, when we're away.
Would have
I'm
had to
using
swap
for
it out.
instruction.
Crones.
All
And I'm
right.
just going to whisper to my Pegasus at the first sign of trouble. Fuck Baron off. As we take off.
But I've got animal handling. I'll just hold on to it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So
handle it.
that's a 7th level spell
Which horn?
slot gone.
Exactly.
And you're using 2 4th level slots, is that right? Yep.
Yep. For
All right.
polymorph, yep.
So hang on, how's everybody going to get down there? Reed's going to take care of himself.
And Baron?
Pegasus is not going to be able to carry 2 people.
What a
Really? Well, horses can ride with 2 people, can't they?
Not
A little bit
flying.
slower. A little bit slower. Well, what about 2 of the smallest people? Oh, really work. Oh, hang on a minute.
Can you
I'm
play
pretty small.
people?
So what if we summon the Pegasus and it took me and Varen because we're not wearing armor or anything like that?
Then how to-
And then I can polymorph Bannox and then Reed can ride Bannox or other way around.
Yeah, either or.
Yeah, because I mean, those 2 are probably only way about what Reed does with his armor and stuff. Well,
Yeah.
maybe you guys just need to complete the trip, and me and Bannox need to head home.
But we need you to get home. We need word or recall.
Apparently, it's £300 for a
So let's
Pegasus.
let's just go tomorrow. Let's just go on the 23rd. Yeah,
Yep.
£300. Yeah, that's only Reed.
What if we
yeah,
flip
Joe.
the spell again?
What's that?
I mean, there's a low chance. There's a low chance.
Well,
we
yeah.
could have ended up in a because similar location
can't-
realistically is a town. So I would have. Yeah.
Or we go there and you come back first thing in the morning by a demi plane. And the rest of us just go back tonight to
Oh.
reinforce the keep. You should be safe. You could stay in the castle for one night.
We could stay in the demi-plane overnight and you just open it up back in the keep next morning.
We should put Boomer in the demi plane until he's prepared. to
That's not a bad idea. Open the demi plane now. You guys hop in. I fly there.
Yep.
Let you out tomorrow.
I don't think we should spend overnight away from the keep though.
Well, that's what we did last time, and we don't have any choice.
That's true. And she can send us, and if the
Yep.
panic, we can word a recall. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So let's just
Well, if that's the case, you may as well just
let's
teleport
just
there.
do that. Yeah. If that's the case, let's just
If we're going to stay
teleport
the
us
night.
there. And just use sending to I've got sending still, so I can let her know that we'll be back in the morning.
Okay, so I teleport us to the city. Yep.
So I'm not summoning that
okay.
Pegasus, and I need my spell slots back.
Reed, can
Okay.
I rate your sending spell?
Right,
To the
I'll give
Pegasus?
you your spell slots back. You can, so you're going to use your 8th level slot to teleport again, Olan?
Yep.
Right.
And that means
Let's
we're going to
see.
have to stay overnight because we need to open
Yeah.
up the demi-plane the next day.
Let's see another D percentage, please.
Yeah, this is okay, right.
Sorry. Sorry, can't come back.
We go.
Olan would like to stay at the Heroes Palace one more night.
82 fuel.
Nice.
Boom.
All right. That gets you to Tarathian. And you're going to take care of all your chores in Tarathian.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're
I'm going
gonna,
to sending spell the priestess as well. Just let her know. Unfortunately,
Is
again,
our
I'm going to be
dragon
away
ready?
for a
Is
night.
our dragon head ready?
Getting my junk tickled.
all right. She replies that she'll need a pretty good present to make up for it.
Yeah, she's
All
probably
right.
crying on
She
Dave's
wants-
shoulder.
she wants
He's
a wedding ring. You better
he's
send
always
her a-
working late,
I'm going to have to go and
you know.
buy a ring from somewhere.
With your 750 gold pieces.
It's not
Right.
coming out of fucking party funds, I can tell you that.
Okay, Olan, you're gonna buy some. Let's see how much. Olan, how much money you want to spend here? You've got actually
Onyx has a
ton
nice
of money
expensive ring, right?
I do have a nice expensive ring,
Yeah,
great.
actually.
You're right, great.
Oh, that's party rings.
It is actually. It's a
Well, some of it is. One of them was yours. One of them was your change. From
either way, it's an easy way of carrying personal treasure or party treasure.
Yes, it's true.
Personal treasure.
Yeah. I've-
Besides, she's seen me a number of times, and I'm wearing that ring.
That's
that
true.
would be fucking awkward if you gave her my ring.
That's true.
There we go.
You
Yeah, there is
propose
that
and she
problem.
Just looks over at Maddox in his hand.
He's like,
Yep.
"Well,
Alright.
bloke."
Olan,
Yep.
and certainly you can go and talk to the Duke and so on, and you can buy some kind of ring. I think you will be able to buy some kind of ring.
Hey,
how
actually,
much
didn't we
money?
have a?
How much money do you want to spend here?
She comes from quite a wealthy family too, right?
I
Like
should
she's gonna
confiscate
want.
that ring off Snook,
Don't cheap out.
that fire resistance ring.
You're going to give her a fire resistance ring for your wedding day.
Off of your own
The one-
acolyte.
You can go to hell.
The one that she's seen him being wearing for the past month or so.
Probably, damn it.
Yeah, babe, this was for our journey into hell together.
You're such a.
You marry me?
It's anonymous.
Uh,
You're really
yes,
tight.
okay.
By
Just-
the way.
I just want to see how tight Olan is.
Yeah, exactly.
So how much are you going to spend?
It better be heaps. I'd
That's
empty the
what I
coffers.
find
She'll
out.
know. She'll know if you don't spend
He's
it.
got
Money,
9,729 silver pieces.
Are you telling me, Olan, you traded me for a brothel?
True. If you don't spend
No,
as
he told her
much.
brothel for her.
No. If you don't spend at least as much as it costs you to buy a share in a brothel.
Oh,
With a
no,
ring
that's
through-
that's way too
that's
much.
ridiculous.
No, he didn't pay. He sold.
He just didn't get
He
the
didn't have
five.
to
No,
buy it.
no. That's the thing. He can take some. It's not 750.
Okay, there's
we're talking about
also
500
a ton
gold, like
of
500.
party gold here, which hasn't
hell
been
no.
split up. So there's
Yeah.
2,677 gold pieces of party treasure.
Okay,
Oh,
that,
oh,
There are other bits and
that doesn't sound
pieces.
too bad.
I've got a necklace worth 2,000 GP.
Why
on
are
my
you
character
telling
sheet
me?
going.
Really?
That was what I grabbed from the liches.
Oh, fuck
Yeah, stuff has to go somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah.
So stuff like that is just
that is
on
obviously
Reed's
part of
character
the
sheet.
treasure,
That should
Mm.
be moved into
That
party
was the one.
treasure.
That was the one thing I grabbed.
Yeah, I've got a
So-
1,000 gold ring, 1,000 jeweled ring, and a necklace. Necklace is 200 GP now.
1,000 what? Gold piece ring.
Yeah, it's very
Shit. Okay.
very nice.
That's the one he wants.
Yeah, I'll sell
1,000
it to you
gold
for
pieces.
1,200. Easy.
Yeah, I don't think that's so. That's gonna be.
All right.
That's like more than my share of the bloody building.
That's true.
Come on then, tight skate.
But being a wizard is expensive. Like what? Like what? What are we thinking? Like
250.
1,000 silver pieces?
Or,
Silver pieces.
Well, that's like 100 gold pieces. That's. I don't know.
I was thinking 250.
What's going to be really cool
Well,
is when I'm
look
at the wedding.
Look at his face. That's not enough.
It kind of depends on how rich you are, right? Like,
Yeah,
if
when
you
I'm-
were poor, you could probably get away with that.
I'm going to wear
Oh,
that.
Okay.
Oh, somebody
I
dropped
see.
off.
You know what I mean?
Oh, Baron
So hang on.
just lobbed the
This
first-
267.
He rage quit.
So we're taking 250 gold pieces off this.
Yeah, they take it in silver.
Okay.
I'm definitely going to wear
Yep.
my 1,000 gold jeweled ring at the wedding, just to Just casually on my little
So
finger
when she-
along with my other ring. Just so
when
she
she's like,
can...
look at the ring, and you're like, oh, that little thing.
Because I think my other jeweled ring is worth 300 gold pieces.
Right.
So,
So some of this
it's just so
gold,
good.
right?
Oh.
Gold melts quite easily, and
Yep.
you can get 250 gold pieces, and you can have that melted down into a golden rod, which is
Yep.
going to be suitable for your
Wait.
plane shift spell.
Haven't we been dividing like spell components by 10? need it
Perhaps,
Yes. we're
I mean,
believing.
but it doesn't matter, right? The value is not
All
changing.
right, I'm going to stop the stream there
regardless
because
of
we
what
had somebody
form it's
drop off and it's messed with all our screens.
I mean, the value is in the gold.
Catch you. Bye-bye.